know what it is. We back with another one. Just real quick, talking about some of these streamer university topics and hits, and and things like that. The first thing that I noticed when I open up my Twitter or whatever, I see Ben Don being supposedly. Oh, here it is. So Ben Don supposedly got into like a scuffle, a little fake, maybe it's scripted. Could be looked at as a scripted altercation between Ray and the streamer Tota, right? Who's from Brazil. From first glance, for me, it looked like Ben is an older gentleman, and he should have known better not to challenge that man to a fight. You know these kids is crazy. They ain't gonna listen to reason. We know you're from Memphis, Ben. We know you have a very strong voice, stage presence, a lot to offer, a lot to look up to too for a lot of people. So I know like in traditional South rules is the U.S. South. If you out of line, especially in the urban community, you're gonna get put back in check, and it will usually be with a belt or an ass whooping if it's in house, if it's in your family. We can't take those same rules and apply them here always, it seems. But look, Benadon here is in this clip supposedly pressing agent's cameraman after he stepped in to defend Ray. I think this is right around the time that he gets into the fight with Tota here. Let me see if we can pull it.
Where Ray at? Bro, don't put your fucking hands on me, nigga.
Ooh. Chill, Ben.
Fuck is you?
Ben, he's good.
I'm having fun. We're good.
Okay. Oh my God.
Don't put your hands on me.
He's a boxer. Relax.
I don't care. Nigga, I got niggas here. I don't give no fuck about what you do.
Look, agent is like, I'm trying to put his hand on him too. Get off me. He said, get the hell off me. Yo, yeah, don't try to go chill. Telling somebody to chill out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you can't. Yeah.
Bro's already hot. It's too late now.
We could do whatever.
I just said I'm not gonna let anyone touch Ray.
Don't put your hands on me. We doing content.
Okay, cool.
Talking about you ain't gonna let nobody touch Ray. Nigga, slap you in your motherfucking face.
He's good.
That's fine. But don't put your hands on me.
I'm chilling.
Agent,
I'm good. I'm not even mad.
motherfucking pack.
I'm not letting anybody trust Ray. I'm not letting anybody touch Ray. I understand. W cameraman, man. Shoot, he might be getting paid well enough to do that. Slapped his girlfriend after she ripped his headphones off his head. I just had ear surgery. Nobody told you to get that ear surgery. Nobody told you to get that ear surgery, bro. Hold on, let me see this Benadon. Oh, let me see the Benadon fight, man. Cause this is why you can't wrestle with them kids, especially like, bro. Them Brazilian people, it's a different world in South America. And not to say that it's the people from there are more combat ready than the people from Memphis or but in Ben Don's case, man, I'm telling you, don't underestimate any of them South Americans. They got that. Some of them got that native strength, bro. I personally had. I tried to bogart. I remember back in middle school one time. This one kid. I tried to bogart this one dude, man. It looked like he was a South American type, but just got them strong Native American features. Man, looked like low key like John Redcorn's son. Man, I tried to bogart this dude in a lunch line. Wasn't trying to bully or anything. She had a promise. I gotta try to get past him. He might have been like right there already or something. But I put my arm up trying to. This fool going. Like put his arm up just hard too. He wouldn't like them. I like the other kids you push around, man. They got that, I don't know, strong native genes going on. So let me see Benadon fighting with fight with Tota and Ray, man. Cause this is what I'm talking about, bro. He underestimated.
I'm fucking with you. That nigga apologized too.
Look, he underestimated him. Look, see, it happens now. It happens. Ben underestimated him. What's going on, Queen? Welcome in. We're live on YouTube as well. Just running it up. That's very close to the pay dirt there. All the likes and subs are much appreciated. How are you doing this evening? Yeah, just checking out some of the Streamer University clips, and then we'll get into some of the trending news topics and things like that. Thank you. Do you kids know that you're taking advantage of YouTube Shorts to drive more traffic to your long form content? Not yet, but I might tell them. I might let them know. What's good, is she? Good to see you, man. Let me make sure I actually got the YouTube chat pulled up as well, because we're trying to gun that. all the way up and down today. But yeah, man, that streamer university stuff is going crazy. It looks like I see. In addition to all the thoughtiness that's going on, all that little hottiness that's going on. Do your kids know that you're on YouTube? Not yet, but they about to know. We're gonna do another live note. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being in there, Sheik. I see you. Thank you, bro. We here. We should start our own and call the streamer community college. I'm with it, bro. I'm with it. It wouldn't even take much. I can even do some of the administration stuff. Like if we want to do like the applications.
Hold on, I'm about to hurt you, gang.
I can do
I'm
that.
about to hit you in the gut.
They're gonna start fighting. I'm about to watch this fight at Streamer University real quick from Benadon, who is damn near too old. Oh, thank you, Queen, for the 5 gifted. Thank you for the 5 gifted, Queen. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Big love, big love, big love, big love. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to put your wallet away, man. Put your wallet away, man. But thank you. Oh, damn, we're about to go into a hype train. We're about to do a hype train. Here it goes. We hit a hype train on accident. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. It does go a long way.
I don't even know what's going on.
I don't even know what's going on. We'll definitely have to, we'll bring it back to you in some shape or form. I ain't even got her birthday gift yet. Hold on now.
Wait, I'm so confused.
Hold on now.
What? Oh, yo, it's new. What is it?
No way.
I'm so confused.
Holy fuck! Holy fuck!
You full clip.
Holy fuck! Thanks for the 20 band.
Oh, thanks for the bits. Thank you for the bits, Queen. Yo, 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 yo.
Yo, 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 what the fuck? What the fuck? Nah, bro.
Yeah, thanks for the 50 bandos. Appreciate it, Queen. Yo, going nuts. Wonderful, outstanding with the bit contribution. Crazy work. Then thank you. Yeah, sincerely thank you. Big round of applause for the Dark Queen over on Twitch. If y'all haven't tapped in, highly recommend. She does stream from time to time, buzzes out with the plays a lot of the truck sim. Very knowledgeable in that game. Also super cold at the Diablo as well. Pivotal figure in my life and is in my streamer career. Thank you so much. So we got Benadine. So y'all know what if you ain't a lot of it, I have been avoiding the streamer use content as much as I can. A lot of it. I've been avoiding a lot of it. I just feel like I'm not the target audience, and I'm okay with that. But a lot of the viewership, a lot of my peoples have been kind of asking me about certain things. So I believe on the last stream, shout out to Modi. Brody came in and was like, "L." He was talking about just some of the casting that they chose for Streamer University, which I had heard a lot of people are calling it, oh, it's OF University, since they picked a few big OF creators and have like a lot of attractive young lady streamers, which is understandable because they're trying to garner as much viewership as possible to secure the sponsorships like they have done, right? Secured a record number of sponsorships. It's crazy. Twitch sponsored it. Who else did they get? Zaxby's. They got I think they got Crocs. It's a lot of big name sponsors that they got to come and break bread here. But it looks like with the success, of course, there's going to be backlash and things like that. There was one particular moment, right, where I see Benadine get into the fight with Tota and Ray. This resonates with me because Benadine is like around my general age. And this is like one of the things that one of the disconnects I can see between like the generations is the social awareness and like the want to get a clip out of anything. Like I feel like with some of the younger crowd, it's like they're more geared to just getting a clip no matter what, right? No matter whether it's something they would be doing off camera, or even though it's something that they would never probably do off camera, they would still do it just to get the clip and then know it and have it justified in their mind as crazy behavior. But it looked like, okay, here you go. So Totek is it looked like Benadine, him being an older big brother type, tried to throw his weight around and put the young bucks in their place, let them know something here. But it looks like they weren't going, and this is one of the reasons why I'm like, man, say I could see me trying. Like I would have to. You gotta protect your peace. You gotta know where you're going, and just be poised and prepared mentally, not to over respond to any of the antics that you may be subjected to. Right. So anyway, this is what happens when Unc is in the party at Streamer University, and he's trying to regulate.
Who fucking with you? That nigga apologized too.
Who?
The nigga who poured water on you
Oh yeah.
earlier.
What's his name? Raphael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I told him I wasn't playing with him. Oh, I got back.
Oh look! Look, and he runs up on him. Look. Bro, see the thing is Yana put a battery in his back. That's what happened right here. He was trying to be big and bad. He was trying to be big and bad in front of Yana. This is what happens. He already seen the big brother clips. People in the chat's like, oh, I love how Benadon. They're like, oh, I love how Benadon is such a creator and protector for her. We love that. We love that. Oh, thank you for that hype train. Oh my god. We love how Benadon is such a creator, such a protector for her. And now you got the better in your back because now you done assume the role and they finna troll. You've assumed the role of protector. Now they're about to troll. So here it goes. He runs up with an air gun or something. He's like, "Give me that! I'm not playing right now." He almost knocked him, bro. Almost knocked him down. Benadon almost tripped. Right, bro. Once you get a certain age, those trips and falls, man, it's harder to heal from. He ain't that old yet. He's still a young man too. Don't get it twisted. He's still young. But sometimes these little trips and falls like that could mean that could be life or death, honestly. And then he almost spilled his drink. Oh no, I know he got mad. He's like, "What the fuck? Give me that damn gun." Give me that. Put his drink down. Put his drink down. Flung him around with it.
I told her you was too little, bro. You was too little.
No, stop talking. He grabbed the gun. He took the gun from him. And then they started tussling.
I'm about to swing on your ass. Told her I'm about to hurt you, gang. Hit his ass. I'm about to hit you in the gut.
What the fuck? Stop!
Look, he punched right.
What's going on, man?
Get off him, Tota.
Y'all gonna go on the ground, then go on the ground.
Look, he almost fell down there and Tota ended up on top. See, that's that string. Look, he can put his leg up. See? See, look.
Trying to go for suplexes, trying to grab the fuck out of his neck, going for the head neck. Oh, he's got him in the lug. He's got him in the lug. Ray trying to help. Tota, tap if you need to. Tap if you need to. Tap if you need to. But he got his arm through. He got his arm through. He's not a cop anymore. He's not a cop anymore.
New shit. Gotta help, brother.
See, this is why Unc don't belong in there, because they're going to throw you out your position, man.
You say you know pussy? You know what the fuck you say?
And then here goes this part two of it.
You say you know pussy? You know what the fuck you say? You said you ain't. No, but I thought I was pussy.
No,
I thought I was pussy.
I never say G-Slang.
I thought I was pussy. I thought I was pussy. Fuck nigga.
Okay, Ben got it though. Okay. All right, Ben. Good job.
Yeah, we gonna make it. They ain't gonna leave without us.
Good job, Ben. Yeah, he had to represent. Okay. So maybe he did do good for the Unks after all. Maybe he did. Yeah, shout out to Ben, man. Maybe he really did do good as an Unk out there. I was a little worried though from the clips that I seen, man. It's going way up and crazy. It's going way up and crazy. And you out there playing around too much, they might break a bone, man. But yeah, Streamer U is up. They just did the award ceremony. We might look at the clips later on, but in the meantime, in between times, we got current events to get through. It's that time for those. Just a couple of quick current event topics, and then we're gonna jump into these war robots. I think we're doing war robots first, and then we might get into some rivals or something like that. We got some time. All right, so next up, the moment deadly Peru earthquake triggers. violent, and y'all been seeing and hearing about these earthquakes all around the globe. We're gonna get into some Iran news and after this a little bit of updates because as we already have covered yesterday what's happening with that. We got a message from Bill Gates, and this is not about Epstein. He does not talk about the files. U.S. carries out more strikes after the death of airmen. Oh, dang it. And then we revisit. We'll end up with one more streamer, university thing slid in there. Just a quick clip of it. We'll group that with this other one. The details on we got details on Andrew Tate and Tristan. All right, let's get into it. First up is the weather and then the earthquake.
The Sunday evening advisory on Tropical Depression number 2 shows a storm over the eastern Gulf, winds of 30 miles per hour. Pressure come down very slightly, 1,008 millibars. Right now, there's decent spin with this thing. We've seen that evident in the satellite imagery through the day today. But one thing that has been lacking, the thunderstorms associated with this. There have been pockets of dry air working in preventing thunderstorms from really blowing up near the center of circulation, and it's just drifting. In fact, as of the latest advisory, the movement is stationary. Eventually, it'll pick up pace, though, as it gradually drifts off to the northwest, approaching the central Gulf Coast here. Look at your timeline. Here's Tuesday, very early morning, Tuesday afternoon, getting south of our local Fox 10 Mobile, Pensacola viewing area by around Wednesday here, tracking more off to the west then. It starts to feel a different steering flow. And looking at the long-range projected path, it rides right along the coast of Louisiana and then eventually ends up somewhere over Texas by the end of this week, likely remaining just a tropical storm. Let's get into some details real quick. First of all, afternoon.
So pretty much.
Latest advisory, the movement is stationary. Eventually, it'll pick up pace, though, as it gradually drifts off to the northwest, approaching the central Gulf Coast here. Look at your timeline. Here's Tuesday, very early morning, Tuesday afternoon, getting south of our local Fox 10.
Y'all heard that this week. Y'all got to watch for that around Wednesday, 1 p.m. Big tropical depression will be making landfall in New Orleans. So all these Gulf states will be receiving a lot more rain, winds, increased wind speeds, and things like that. And the trajectory of the storm will lead all the way up into, looks like what appears to be central Texas. I'll be on the lookout this week.
And Mobile, Pensacola viewing area by around Wednesday here, tracking more off to the west then. It starts to feel a different steering flow. And looking at the long-range projected path, it rides right along the coast of Louisiana and then eventually ends up somewhere over Texas by the end of this week, likely remaining just a tropical storm. Let's get into some details real quick. First of all,
next one.
We're here in front of the 6-story yacht of U.S. Ambassador to Italy, Tillman Fertitta.
Oh, okay, yeah. Next up, we got protester clash with police in Italy as the U.S. ambassador arrives in a luxury yacht. Like, dang, you should have came a little bit different. He didn't understand the climate. He didn't understand the assignment here on your trip to Italy. Even though Italy is the home to a lot of production of world-class goods, include the Versace's, the designer brands, one of the birthplace of a lot of those big designer brands that the world loves. It seems that the exquisite taste of our U.S. ambassador was not well received by Italian citizens here. And in addition, or it could have been another reason why it could just be U.S.'s foreign policy or their choices in Iran. It could be a number of reasons why our U.S. ambassador was facing this type of treatment here in Italy. We're about to find out here from the Associated Press here. Colleen Berry, boots on the ground.
Fertitta. Security has been high around the yacht all day, which arrived earlier and is moored here at St. Mark's Basin because protests were planned against his arrival. He is on a 13-region coastal diplomacy tour to mark the 250th anniversary of American independence. But here in Venice, his arrival was not welcome. protesters say.
Oh, you know what it is too? I think what it is. Yeah, we're gonna see what the protesters have to say. But my bet is, yeah, it's Trump's attitude towards the prime minister of Italy.
It's a display.
And what he's been saying, like how he kind of. So yeah, she's a very pretty lady. And it's giving, yeah, but I would still grab her by the future.
Display of American arrogance, of extreme wealth, and at a time when the Trump administration, as they see it, is upending the global
Blood money. They put the money with the blood on it.
Participating in wars. They marched toward the yacht, clashed briefly with police, during which the inflatables they were carrying in a lightheaded protest flew around. At the end of the protest, they put up their hands and said, shame, shame on Fertitta, shame on the mayor, shame on the police. Fertitta issued a statement shortly before the protest saying that he agreed with the freedom to protest. But he did not come out and meet the protesters.
Of course not. Yeah, he didn't.
What's poppin', y'all? Guys,
okay, now we're back into the stream university stuff. Hold on. Dang, we jumped all the way down there that quick. No, I got one more. We got, yeah, it's supposed to be two more. Here it is. Let's get up here. Let's bring it on up. Spain wins the FIFA World Cup over Argentina. I'm glad too. They deserve that. They deserve that. As yeah, Argentina, we know that y'all racist as hell. Happy that Spain won for sure. That's karma. That's God. And then, all right, we'll start from up here.
All right, let's talk about the FIFA World Cup final where Spain defeated.
Wait. Before that, let's talk about the Peruvian earthquake. Hold on, I think did we just miss it? No, run it back. It's out there in Peru, man. It's happening nation, like all over the globe. We're seeing a lot of more increased earthquake frequency. Some people are saying this man-made. Earth is fighting back. I don't think there's any more violence. Let me see. No, they're just about to show they'll just show the aftermath after this.
Imagínate que alguien salga vivo de este tipo de caída de casa de la familia Canahualpa, donde hemos estado aquí en las fiestas. De verdad que necesitan ayuda, bastante ayuda aquí. Estamos al ingreso, mis amigos, llevando las imágenes de cómo ha quedado.
Wow.
Moto es su moto. De Don Ángel, ¿eh?
Ok, esta es la casa de la familia Canahualpa. Ya está en peligro, ¿ah? De poder caer. Nos dicen que incluso han aplastado también vehículos.
Prayers up for those people. It's going way up. Okay, all right, we got the Spain FIFA thing, and then some other topics.
All right, let's talk about the FIFA World Cup final where Spain defeated Argentina 1-0 in overtime. Fox 26's Jillian Hartman was at FanFest in Houston as the tournament wrapped up.
FanFest in Houston, baby. Dang, I missed that. Well, I'm not a huge FIFA fan. I got to keep it a bean, y'all. But it is cool to see the FanFest. I have some buddies who are into sports content. Shout out Rice Cakes. I should have told him about that. Like, why aren't you in Houston for the FanFest? Any excuse to go to Houston, I would take. Like, if he's going, bro, if you want to go to FanFest, fam, I will go down there with you, bro, just so I can go experience Houston because it is such a beautiful city. Great people. I would just go kick it.
World Cup final. Thousands of fans came out to watch Argentina take on Spain. It was a very exciting game. We caught up with some fans about the final match, their favorite memories from the tournament, and what it was like to experience the World Cup here in Houston.
Two best teams of the World Cup, and we cannot expect a better final than that.
I think it's coming to FIFA Fest and letting my kids enjoy this moment.
Wow.
We're originally from Nigeria and we
Wow.
love soccer.
Overall, I think it's been great. Like, it's been so much, like, everyone's so, like, uniting together for this one event. So it's been
Yeah, that's beautiful to see all the different cultures come together over this sport. I'm not a huge fan of soccer, but just to see the camaraderie around it is it's a beautiful thing.
really nice.
My favorite memory is my son was able to go to one of the games as a mascot. So for me, that was the best thing ever.
It was nerve-wracking. I couldn't believe my eyes.
I love everything about the World Cup because it gets us all united, and I have one of the best experiences of a lifetime.
It's amazing. Houston is the best.
Yeah, right. I was telling you, Houston
Fans
is
tell me having
Houston
the
is
World
the
Cup here
best.
in Houston has been an unforgettable experience, a once-in-a-lifetime event, and say it's bittersweet that the World Cup has come to an end. I'm Jillian Hartman, Fox 26
That's all
News.
right. They made enough. They made some good money. They did good. Houston did good. They cleaned up a lot of those businesses around there. Ate, no doubt. I know they did. The people was coming to spend big money. They attracted the world's elites with that one. Good to see the city eating. All right, now next up we got a sad story here. Coward move. 75-year-old grandma was shot while handing out baked goods here from Fox News.
Point police want to find the person who shot a Good Samaritan as she passed out food to the needy. The horrific shooting happened Wednesday morning as Dorothy Gordon handed out baked goods from the trunk of her car. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor joins us from Grady Memorial Hospital, where she just talked with the 75-year-old son.
Well, good afternoon, Christine. This shooting has angered a whole lot of community members and even veteran lawmen, and it's left 75-year-old Dorothy Gordon here at Grady Memorial Hospital with a bullet still lodged in her back.
He survived.
It's terrible. You know, it's just you never know what's going to happen, and somebody's trying to do the right thing, and then stuff like this happen.
Justin Gordon is flabbergasted that someone would shoot his mother, Dorothy Gordon, at 9 o'clock in the morning as she passed out food Wednesday at this Chevron on Washington Road in East Point.
Mom usually donates food, so she was handing out food at the gas station, and then some stray bullet struck my mom in the back.
East Point police say the shooter took off. Crime Stoppers has posted a $5,000 reward for anyone with information.
Y'all know what to do, man. Come forward if you know anything. Anybody out there in that Georgia area.
Even police are livid behind the senseless shooting.
Right now, I mean, I get it, the reward, but right now our biggest reward is finding out exactly what happened. We're angry by this, we're saddened by this, and we want to bring the family justice.
And East Point police say there were really a lot of people in the area when this shooting happened on Wednesday morning. They are asking anyone with information to give Crime Stoppers a call. That number is 404-577-TIPS. That is the very
TIPS. Shout out
news alert in.
Shout out to TI. Not another convenience store shooting. Hold on. That wasn't in the list. That's not in the list. Oh, we did have it in there. Video shows the daily convenience store before shooting. Okay, we're gonna skip to the next one. All right, here goes the Trump pardon. Trump issues an urgent plea after the Iranian attack has now claimed the lives of some U.S. soldiers. Now, yeah, we talk about the cost. We talk about the fiscal, the financial cost of this conflict. But one thing you can't put a price on, which some people do, some organizations do, but it's still always unethical to do so. Can't put a price on human life, and that's what is being expended here in this conflict. Let's see what Trump has to say on the latest losses from these U.S.
Moments ago, President Trump posting to Truth Social with this message on Iran, saying Republicans should add Iran to the Russian sanctions bill. That's what Lindsey wanted to do, referencing the late Senator Lindsey Graham.
It comes after the deaths of 2 American service members in Jordan.
Mike Tobin is live in Tel Aviv with the latest. Mike.
And Lisa, and guys, let me start you out with some breaking news.
Now we just wanted to see what the Trump had to say about it. The other part. Okay, well, go ahead.
Air raid sirens are sounding right now because Iranian missiles are inbound for the Jordanian town of Aqaba. Why Aqaba is particularly concerning, it's at the tip of the Red Sea, right where Israel and Jordan come together. So anything that threatens Aqaba threatens Israel as well. To this point, the Iranians have not.
God bless Jordan. God bless Jordan, because I got a lot of people, some good peoples out there. They have nothing. They ain't never. Some people that don't deserve to be hurt.
Fired on Israel in this round of fighting. But as you mentioned, an 8th round of airstrikes has now concluded in Iran. U.S. strikes in Iran. The military operation now amplified by the 2 U.S. servicemen killed, a 3rd missing, and 4 wounded. These are the first U.S. troops killed since that memorandum of understanding was signed. The casualties were at the Muwafaq Salti Air Base in Jordan, and they're a result of Iran's repeated shots at U.S. bases in neighboring countries. At least 1 strike got through the defenses. The Institute for Study of War writes, Iran has enhanced their ballistic missiles with greater speed and maneuverability, and that the Revolutionary Guard is getting some help from Russia and China. Now, as fighters,
yeah, there it goes. Yeah, as we recently had discussed, we already knew that their allies was going to give them like better equipment, better tech to fight the war. And there's been a lot of talk about Iran not having access to nuclear arms. But if their allies, people who are backing them, like the Russia and China, have access to nuclear arms, which they do, then this means that by proxy, Iran already has access to nuclear arms.
Launched from aircraft carriers, Tomahawk cruise missiles blasted off from warships. U.S. Central Command stated that this 8th round of strikes was intended to punish the Revolutionary Guard forces who launched the attacks that killed the U.S. service members in Jordan. Now, President Trump, speaking to the New York Post, said those servicemen who sacrificed their lives did it because they don't want to see Iran get a nuclear weapon, and it just shows you how bad they, the Iranians, are.
Oh, yeah, that's sad that they did all that, and these people still have access, though.
At this point, the majority of targets have focused on disabling ports, destroying the ability of port towns to resupply, and preventing the Revolutionary Guard from threatening shipping. Dramatic evidence of that, a tower destroyed in the port town of Khabakar. The U.S. says the Revolutionary Guards used that tower to track ships and attack them in the Strait.
Wow.
Now, since this war with Iran began, 16 U.S. service members have lost their lives. 430 have been wounded. Guys, back to you.
All right.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Dang.
Be sure to like and...
Yeah, let me get to like. That's Fox News. So 16 servicemen gone, 460 hurt. How much is it worth? It's worth whatever. It's worth every last one of it. It means the president would say, yeah, it's worth every last one of them. That's what they knew that they're signing up for, and their families are going to be taken care of, and we want to make sure Iran does not have access to a nuclear weapons. Okay, well, shit, Russia and China got them, and they're right there, buddy, supporting them because they know that our relationship with Iran is not the best right now, and they will leverage that and provide support where it makes sense for their gains. Okay. Air quality is going to be down here concerning that in the northern areas. We talked about that fire. Y'all don't need me to tell you that. For those who are in the region, all you got to do is go outside, breathe in that air. But be careful because it is definitely low quality up there right now with all the fires that are happening. Okay, let's talk about the U.S.-Iran strikes. Here it is. After the third survey. This is the response after those latest casualties. This is U.S.'s response.
Tensions continue to stay high in the Middle East as the U.S. and Iran exchange deadly strikes. U.S. Central Command now says 3 U.S. service members have been killed over the weekend, bringing the total number of U.S. casualties from this war to 17. With that ceasefire negotiated in mid-June now abandoned, there is no sign either side is ready to return to negotiations. ABC's Allison Kosick has the details.
For the 9th consecutive night, the U.S. military has been launching strikes on Iranian targets, now singling out the Revolutionary Guard, which the U.S. says is responsible for targeting American troops. Iran striking back on U.S. bases in Kuwait, Jordan, and Bahrain. Videos circulating online appearing to show projectiles raining down on a U.S. base in Jordan. Less than 48 hours later, air raids.
God bless the people of Jordan. I got some good friends out there. Y'all stay safe, man.
Sirens ringing out again today. CENTCOM announcing that human remains were found at the site where 2 service members were killed in that Iranian attack on that base in Jordan. The remains could be those of a missing 3rd service member. CENTCOM also announcing that an additional service member was killed in Iraq during a controlled detonation of a downed Iranian one-way attack drone. If the remains are that of the missing service member, that brings the American death toll since the war began to 18. And now more American warplanes are reportedly headed to the Middle East. The New York Times reports F-16s from Germany and stealth F-35 fighters from Britain are being sent, along with aerial refueling capabilities. This ongoing conflict has brought traffic through the Strait of Hormuz to a virtual standstill. According to data from Kepler,
You know what that means too. The traffic being at a virtual standstill, that means fuel costs go up. Fuel costs go up. Cost of all goods and services follow.
Only 8 vessels passed through the critical waterway on Friday, but the administration says that data is wrong.
Almost all the public data I've seen is incorrect. There's flow through 2 routes through the Strait of Hormuz.
With tensions escalating in the Middle East, Americans overseas are being advised to exercise increased caution. The State Department saying groups supportive of Iran could target Americans worldwide. Allison Cossack, ABC News, New York.
Tonight, British authorities are seeking the extradition of Andrew and Tristan Tate. The prominent influencers in the so-called manosphere were arrested by federal marshals in Miami.
This was wild. They were arrested in Miami. We're going to let them cook. But, yo, this was wild. Because how did they get... There's a reported 44 charges coming out from the UK. I thought that... At first, I thought they had the issues in Romania, and it was already solved. What are y'all doing besides just doing podcasts? What are you doing off the podcast and the influencer gigs to get all these dang charges? It don't make any sense to me. The last time we believed him when he says, "Oh, they're just targeting us because we're breaking the matrix. We're doing things differently. They're trying to shut us down." Like, what is you doing, man? If y'all know, please let me know, because that's insane.
CBS's Christian Benavidez is there with details on the new charges. Christian.
Good evening, Jerika. The Tate brothers were taken into custody as they were heading to a boxing event that one of them was set to co-host here in Miami. They've indicated that they're likely going to fight those extradition charges back to the United Kingdom.
I bet you that was that's probably that brand risk fight with Aiden Ross. I think Aiden Ross was working with them, and the brand risk thing I think was where they got caught up at.
U.S. Marshals arrested notorious social media influencers Andrew and Tristan Tate in Miami on Saturday, stemming from recent developments in the UK. Authorities there, who already had a case against the duo, say 4 more alleged victims of the brothers came forward with accusations of rape, sex trafficking, assault, child and extreme pornography,
bringing the total number of charges faced to 59. The charges relate to 7 victims spanning a period from 2010 to 2017.
The men are part of the so-called manosphere, boasting millions of followers and selling online courses on masculinity. In 2022, the Tate brothers were arrested in Romania on rape, human trafficking, and sexual exploitation charges. The case did not go to trial but remains open. Last year,
so they just basically fled the country. Well, and we know how Romania is. Sometimes they could be prejudiced in their legal proceedings. But to see that the case is still open and then you're getting one from the UK, that's strange. That's very strange. And then they hit him and then they're saying that the charges is back from 2017. That's over 10 years, guys. We're just coming up on 10 years from the latest ones. Which doesn't look the best for the victims, but dang, 44 counts. That's not looking good for the brothers here, the Tate brothers.
Brothers left Romania for Florida, and state officials announced a probe into their activity. The Tate brothers deny all allegations. Their attorney tells CBS News the world knows Andrew and Tristan Tate are innocent.
We've yet to be convicted of any crime in our lives ever.
The Tate brothers are set to face a judge as early as tomorrow. Legal experts have said that this will likely be a lengthy legal battle over extradition. Jarika.
Christian Benavides in Miami, thank you.
The world has made remarkable progress.
Here we go. I was waiting on this one. You know, ironically, when this video first came up, hold on, let's talk about this. When this video first came up for me, I initially wanted to comment. I wanted to see at least see the comments. I was very interested in seeing what the comments had to say. But it looks as if Mr. Bill Gates himself has turned off the comments for this video. As I can imagine why. I know there's a lot of people that would have a lot of creative and colorful things to say regarding his involvement in certain files. But nonetheless, let's see what Mr. Gates has to say about the HIV and some of the breakthroughs now that will be supposedly eradicating the disease here by 2030, according to his calculations.
The world has made remarkable progress in the fight against HIV. Thanks to initiatives with lots of U.S. funding like PEPFAR, HIV is no longer a death sentence. Deaths from HIV have dropped by 57% since 1990. And yet it's a persistent global epidemic with 40 million people living with the virus, more than 1.2 million in the United States. There are two new innovations that will help us end the HIV epidemic. First, we now have a shot that protects you from infection for 6 months. Lenacapavir, which was developed by Gilead, you get the shot twice a year, and that means even if you're exposed, you don't get infected with HIV. And now, the price of that treatment is dropping from $28,000 down to $40 annually, making this breakthrough truly accessible to everyone. And
that is amazing, and it is set up where you got to take the shot twice. They want to make sure it's not just a cure or a straight up, one time fits all. They want to make sure so they can keep monetizing, of course. It's good news. That is good news indeed. There was another one I was gonna say, but damn, I like how he just completely pivoted. He ain't talking about none of his personal stuff. He's completely media trained. This is what rich people. This is rich people. That's rich people stuff, man. He ain't about to address none of the allegations. He just came out here talking about a whole another topic that he probably isn't already invested plenty of money in.
Second is a longer term effort, but even more profound, which would be the ability to cure somebody with HIV.
Scientists can now make certain blood cells resistant, so the virus cannot get into those cells.
Here you edit the progenitor cells that make the immune cells that HIV attacks, and
it would be a lifelong cure.
Even if you're already infected, people who have HIV won't have to take their drugs anymore because the virus won't be active. And if you're...
No, they're not gonna let that one come out. Ain't no way that could come out. Wow, look at these people. I love the color of them. Love the look of them. But yeah, that's why it's probably not gonna come out. They talking that shit about it now. Nah, it's too many. Nah, they want these drug companies is gonna come on. There's gonna be some pushback. It's too much money to be made.
Not infected, it would prevent you from ever getting the disease. And if we can do that in a very low-cost format, then can get out to everyone in the world, including in Africa, where the epidemic is most intense.
He says everyone in the world, including Africa. Like, no, duh, supposed to go to Africa. Why including in Africa? He had to say including Africa. Like, okay. What? Like, because you know you don't like, because we know they don't like Africa. What the hell you said like that?
That would be revolutionary.
All right, Bill Gates. Good to see you back on doing some stuff. After your Epstein things. Good to see that he's still doing philanthropy after he's mentioned in the files. I must say personally, yeah. And they turned the comments off of that video too. Crazy work. All right, let's see. Next we got United Worker threatens to call ICE on Bay Area family. So it goes to show you why y'all out there, Chad. Be careful, because it's dang. Even the citizens is kind of going crazy with it. She says, I'm gonna call ICE on you for What at the airport? Let's see what the I gotta see what the details are on this one because this headline was wild.
A Bay Area family is back home tonight from a trip to Canada. They just landed at SFO, where they say a United Airlines employee threatened to call ICE on one of them over a ticketing dispute earlier this week. The video of the incident has gone viral. NBC Bay Area's Tom Jensen is live at SFO for us tonight. Tom, is there really a threat that one of them could be detained?
Oh, that was one of the things they were concerned about. They haven't heard from anybody who said that they would not be detained. And it was really scary for this family of 4 as they headed home to SFO tonight.
Dang, so they're coming from Canada to San Francisco, which it looks beautiful out there, by the way. Look at the airport. Oh, man, just the California vibes. I can almost feel them through the screen right now. Bay Area. Oh, so beautiful out there. But dang, man, imagine that. Somebody threatens to call ICE on you at the airport. What in the world is happening?
All quiet at the United counter tonight at SFO. Quite a contrast from Tuesday when the Varela family was trying to leave for a family trip to Canada.
What's your name? Because you're rude as hell.
Julio Varela says this United Airlines customer service representative refused to help fix an issue with his daughter's ticket, which had listed her last name as her middle name. After almost 3 hours, he says an employee from United Partner Airlines was close to fixing the issue, but he says that United worker stepped in to dismiss them.
You know, she walks over and she's like, "What? You're still here? Like, we already told you we can't do this." And, you know, she just starts complaining about it.
Varela says by phone a different United rep told them to go to SFO early Tuesday and customer service at the airport would fix the error that his wife had accidentally made when they booked their flight a few months ago. But he says this employee insisted it was his wife's fault and she wasn't going to help.
She said, "Well, I don't care. That's her problem. And you take it up with her. I don't care if you guys fly out today or not." And that's when I got upset. And I said, "You know what? You are so rude. What's your name?"
What's your name, ma'am?
He says the worker refused to identify herself.
I'm asking you for your name so I can report you.
She then pulled her own phone out and started recording. And that's when he says she threatened to call ICE.
Maybe we need to call ICE.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You're not acting like a citizen.
The video of the incident has gone viral.
Maybe we should call ICE on you. You gonna call ICE on me? Oh, say that again. Say that again.
Maybe you need to be, because you don't act like a citizen. Get away.
Who you gonna call?
Varela says he couldn't believe what he was hearing.
Which
That's great. That's okay. I see what you're saying. Let that auntie make it. Let that auntie make it. She's just trying to have. She might have been. And sometimes these people working at the airport, I don't know what it is about some of these airports, especially like my experience in the international airports. Sometimes people are predisposed to be rude. Maybe they deal with a lot of different types of people. They may be having a bad day. Some of them are very predisposed to be rude to you or to try to get. But you do get some nice ones too. Like where I'm at, thank God, a lot of the people is just nice when I go through the airport. Internationally though, it's just a gamble. It's a gamble. This gentleman had to go through that. Lady had no grounds to say that. Maybe we should call ICE on you, especially seeing how a lot of the high profile unalivings of people by ICE. Like that's not. Come on now. As a representative of this company that you're working for, that should not be a thing that comes out your mouth.
For her to threaten me like that with ICE, especially with the state of politics now in America, what ICE is doing.
United Airlines has a racist customer service lady.
And after another minute or so,
she's prejudiced. She's prejudiced, but she ain't racist. Be racist, you got to benefit from the power structures that I don't think she's necessarily benefiting like that. She ain't racist, but she is prejudiced with that comment.
And forth between the two, you see the United worker's hand come up and Varela's phone go dark.
No, you didn't help nothing, and don't touch me.
Julio says the United employee hit his hand and his phone.
And when she pushed me, it caused me to squeeze it. But then I realized I stopped it, so I turned it back on again.
On top of being threatened with ICE, he says he was also assaulted. We reached out to United Airlines.
Come on, man. That lady didn't assault you, man. Come on, man.
Employees union leadership. United said, quote, "We're looking into the interaction in this video, but don't have anything additional to share at this time." And the union's communications director said the union is aware of the video, but has not verified its authenticity. He went on to say, as depicted, the comments made in the video do not reflect the views or values of the IM union. Any potential matters arising from this incident will be handled through the appropriate processes established by the collective bargaining agreement. Still, no guarantee from anyone that ICE will not greet the family on the return to SFO.
I don't even know what's going to happen when I get back to San Francisco. I'm at the airport in Montreal, but I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen when I get back.
Yeah, he seems like a good English-speaking citizen. You got your green card. If you got your stuff, your papers, you ain't got nothing to worry about. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, you'll be all right. You'll be all right, man. That lady just was tweaking. Okay, all right. I think that's all the current events that we got. A racist man begs for this after his Nolan Wells disrespect. Let's talk a little bit about... Let's get back into the... Well, okay, speaking of the racist stuff, let's get into this Chud video. This is one video from Poetic Flacco, and then I'll jump into the Streamer University stuff and then call it.
The internet has this racist white guy crying and begging for mercy after he received his instant karma for disrespecting Nolan Wells. Nolan is an 18-year-old kid who tragically lost his life in Oceanside, Mississippi. Now, regardless of if you're buying into the internet conspiracy, if you want to call it that, or if you believe Nolan just drowned accidentally, I think we can all agree that there's no excuse for a grown man to be on this internet saying this about a child's death.
Yeah, they did it. Them boys did it. This is a tradition for us. Yeah, this is a tradition. We take you boys out in the woods. We throw you in the swamp. We throw you in the creek. We throw you in the springs and rivers. Yeah, we throw you in them oceans. Y'all can't do it. Y'all be in there splashing and screaming, I can't swim. I can't swim. Oh, hell no. But you know, it ain't our fault. It ain't our fault.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Just say, oh, hell no. Bro, chat, this is why, I learned how to swim. But this is why I learned how to swim. Teach the kids how to swim. Do swim lessons. Just in case there's a situation where you do need to swim to save your life, which I've been in a few of them. Not just because of the stereotype, but yeah, it's important to know how to swim. I definitely know how to myself and teach my people, my kids how to do the same thing. I highly recommend you do the same.
I can't swim. No. Oh, hell no. But you know, it ain't our fault. It ain't our fault you're stupid. Grown man don't know how to swim.
He said, hell no.
Yeah, what y'all think we do? You know, yeah, it's a big conspiracy. You know, every 6 months this skin tone, we all get together in our neighborhoods and we have like a little neighborhood meeting and y'all ain't invited. We get together, we make plans, we talk about y'all,
This is so horrifying that you would think, man, yo, somebody can't be like this trifling. This has to be some type of joke or something. That's until you do your history on who this guy is, and you will realize very easily he's trying to be like the new Chud the Builder. So you understand very quickly who you're dealing with here, and he meant every word of it, right? When he calls black people dumb, when he says that, yeah, they did it, yeah, they killed Nolan, so what? Y'all can't swim. Yeah, we gonna kill more of y'all. When he is uttering that sentiment, again, it sounds so ridiculous. You'll be tricked into thinking, nah, nobody can't believe that. That's until you see his content. Yo, this is the dude who goes around his city, like, harassing people of color. Like, he went to Walmart, and I guess, like, Indian music was playing, but he mistaked, like, Indian music, which is, like, primarily Christian, for Muslim music. And he began to make this big thing about how this America.
He said the Indian music is primarily Christian. Nah, bro. I think the Indian music is more primarily Hindu.
I don't want to hear Muslim music at Walmart. So you know who you're dealing with here, bro. He's a white supremacist.
I don't know if you can hear this. Walmart is playing Muslim music. Yeah, crazy.
What the fuck? I think I might go and complain about this. Hey, who can I talk to about this music they got playing in here?
I don't think there's anybody you can.
I mean, it's United States. Where are we playing this? Call corporate or something about it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because it's really it's not something we do either.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, man. This is ridiculous.
These people are bored. They literally have nothing better to do. You know what I've never done in life?
Bored. Look, he's getting his content off the way he can. Times is tight. Gas is getting higher. Everything is getting higher. You got people trying to get their money the way that they can. This is one way, one lane that this man has found to get his paper. So that's what he's doing. Let me see what else he's doing.
Oh, it was a joke. What are you talking about? No, it's always a joke when they get caught or when they get.
You hear this Muslim playing? It's fucking ridiculous. Look at this shit. Look at this. This is what you're fucking becoming. This is what you're fucking becoming. Hey, man. Yo. Are you the manager around here? Yep. Who can I talk to about the music y'all are playing in here?
Home office.
Home office?
So like we don't deal with the radio, the volume, or anything.
Yeah. That's ridiculous. Like, it's about to be 4th of July, and y'all are blasting Muslim music in here. Like, it's a little disrespectful to our country.
Well, as I said, it is
right, ridiculous.
So,
it's insane.
I mean, I understand your point of view now. It's a
like, do you understand what's happened to America and Europe? You see all the murders and rapes, and then now we have Walmart in our country blasting it.
They were playing this Muslim music, bruh. It sounds like more Hindu, in my opinion. He trying to get his content off. What y'all think, though? Let me know something.
I just look up Home Office.
Yeah, so I'm not. Let me see.
This gives new meaning to being a loser. Bro is stopping his entire day to speak to 9-to-5 workers about Indian music playing because he can't stand the fact that America is becoming a diverse place.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Let him do that. Let me see what else he got to say.
I had to leave home. Everybody's off at me. Now these idiots are wanting to get a judge involved because I'm a dangerous person, and now they want to try and do something about custody because I'm too much of a danger.
Oh, I can see some tears, man.
I think he should be able to say what he wants to say. He should be able to say what he wants to say, whether it's racially charged or not. Here in America, he should be able to voice that without getting, disenfranchised. Even if we don't agree with what he's saying, But let's see what else he had to say.
All because of a video, clearly satire. I don't even, I might have a little bit of a country accent.
Clearly satire? See, it would have been satire. Like, you could have gotten a satire off even though we don't believe it.
Using a country accent in the video. But, I mean, whatever. I'm not trying to apologize. I'm just showing the ridiculous of it, the ridiculousness of it. They had the FBI reach out and all this, saying that I did whatever with Nolan Wells. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's satire. Yeah, it's mocking you because you're stupid.
We're the stupid ones. Okay, well,
yeah, he damn, the FBI reached out. Oh, that is something. That's pretty impressive. That's because like that type of stuff that could incite. Even though he may not be the one to go out and do something, it's good that the FBI did reach out because, like him, just having that stance, and especially because it probably went viral as hell. So many people did stitches off of that. And like at the end of the day, he's probably just trying to get paid. This guy's probably trying to get paid off of TikTok, YouTube, whatever he can get. And yeah, it's good to see. It's good to see. It's good to see because even though he may not be the one to go out and do something, he's just sitting there and saying what he wants to say there, and it may be on the lines of hate speech. It's good to see the FBI reach out, because that type of commentary could get other people riled up, get them more poised to commit racial fueled crimes.
That are, I guarantee you, they are innocent. They found no foul play. He left his keys and phone on the boat because he wanted to go chase a girl. You're in the water all day when you're on these islands. So yeah, he left it on the boat. And then he left chasing this girl. And then God knows what happened to him. Didn't know how to swim. I don't know. So, yeah. You want to accuse these young men and try and have their life ruined while they're innocent, just because of the color of their skin, because you hate them, because you're the racist. And all y'all just so racist, and y'all racist. Y'all racist. Y'all just hate us for nothing. You know, y'all born like this. It's in your blood. Your parents teach you this. Blah, blah, blah. No. You make us like this. You do it. Nobody else but you. You know, 99% of parents, I'm pretty sure, teach their children that we're all equal, we're all human. The religious ones, like my parents were.
Is this true?
Jesus loves everybody. Everybody's your brother.
I haven't heard Ben Crumb. I haven't heard.
I disagree with that point, because I think that it's one of those things that's definitely taught and passed down. He said, no, you made us like this, the way that you are. You being loud in public, that's what makes us this way. Is that, y'all let me know something. If the man cooking, is he cooking? Why would you have a prejudice towards blacks? Why don't you like black people? Let me know in the comment section. I'm very curious. Why do you have black fatigue? Let me know something. It has to, I think it's a learned thing. It's definitely a learned thing. Like, some people have it just ingrained or integrated in the cultural, integrated in your like traditions, to where you kind of just learn that and want that for yourself. Maybe there's also like, there's a lot of media that's pushed out from unsavory parts of black culture that one could easily succumb to and believe like false narratives if they're not, you know, a well-trained initiate, if they're not aware, or if they're not, if you're not wanting to know the truth. Yeah, they can hit you with a lie. You can like believe the dumb shit all day. But that's crazy though. It's crazy to see that man's points. And but like we were saying, it's America, so people should be able to say what they want for the most part. Queen says, I could comment, but I won't. I'll be good. Good job, Queen. Good job showing restraint. All right, well, that's the last one, the last charge video we have. Next, we're just gonna go over a little bit of this more streamer university drama, and then hop into these games.
What's poppin', y'all? Kaz announced a decision to choose some OF creators and go back on his rule from last year, saying they were banned, might be something he regrets. Because one of the applicants who's actually been streaming on Twitch for quite a while, Aisha Sophie, who is very close friends with Sophie Rain, who is known to do every single PR stunt for attention imaginable, including donating $2 million to Mr. Beast's charity. So shout out to her for that. The Team Water situation, that was a massive donation. Gotta give credit where credit is due. But she was a part of like this Bop House collective, and the reason why I give you guys that context is because this group is willing to go the distance for attention. Like, they're not harassing people or anything like that, but inducing rage bait, that is something that they're very good at. So she would get accepted into Streamer University. People had their own take on this, but like I said, it's funny that while she's getting accepted, she does a jump around full 360. That's an interesting one. And then she says, I'm so excited. Oh my God. Now, Scuba Ryan was saying that, after she left behind OF to pursue her streaming career, that is not true whatsoever. She is still the main link on her site, the all my links, the link tree, whatever it is, it still has OF on there. And funny enough, like, this is a screenshot. She's saying that she's Filipino or Filipina here. So I don't know how this works. I guess she's like, is this Asian fishing? I guess she learned, because isn't she from, she's not Asian. I know she's not Asian. She's from the same, I think she was even born in the same city as Pokimane. And I don't know if Pokimane was Asian fishing. She never outright said, hey, this is what I am, like this girl is saying, or her team is saying on her OF, but she did not quit OF, which is very different from another individual we're going to reference later that did quit OF. But at Streamer University, day one, or like day two, I guess, she breaks down crying on stream.
She said that in Streamer University, you will cry, and it's okay, and everyone cries, and a lot of people cry on,
What did I miss, Chad? I was about to say, there was yesterday that one of the homies had, or one of the friends, shout out Modi, he was like, yo, this is some of the people from the Streamer University. And this person right here, I think is one of the bigger OnlyFans creators. I don't know the young lady's name, but let me see what the hell they talk about, what she done did.
Filipino or Filipina here. So I don't know how this works. I guess she's like, is this Asian fishing? I guess she learned, because isn't she from, she's not Asian. I know she's not Asian. She's from the same, I think she was even born in the same city as Pokimane. And I don't know if Pokimane was Asian fishing. She never outright said, hey, this is what I am, like this girl is saying, or her team is saying on her OF, but she did not quit OF, which is very different from another individual we're going to reference later that did quit OF. But at Streamer University, day one, or like day two, I guess, she breaks down crying on stream.
She said that in Streamer University, you will cry, and it's okay, and everyone cries, and a lot of people cry on, a lot of people cry, and it's okay, and don't let it stop you from getting further.
Yeah, I'll give her that. I mean, I do agree right there, because like even at some of the conventions, if you're streaming and stuff, it's easy to get a bad interaction. It's easy to break down and cry. It's a lot of work that you're doing, a lot of stress.
I like a little, but no, people aren't being mean to me. The issue is that this is a ginormous opportunity, and it just really sucks because the Wi-Fi is not working. I know I'm being a little about it, but I literally have an experienced cameraman. I have all the equipment I need. He just didn't get approved, and I don't know if we can make it happen, but if Kai can make it happen for my cameraman to come, that would be so awesome. So awesome. I really hate crying on camera. I'm such a bitch. I hope no one comes here.
Man, Shawty trying to get that clip off. I remember that. She's like, oh, it's ridiculous because the smaller creators, they don't get a chance to stream like the big ones do. Lady, you still big time. She already still lit, y'all. She making M's. I think she's making big money off of the OF.
So frustrating for you guys to watch me, and like literally all you're watching is 1 frame per hour, and it's like so laggy, and it's so.
Just take the video and put that. Why don't you just take the videos and put it up on YouTube then? If your bit rate is that crap, just take the videos. Have your cameraman do videos and just upload the raws if you need to, or have an editor cut it down, chop it up, and then upload your videos.
Letting all you guys down, and it sucks.
Are you crying?
Yeah.
Why?
Just 'cause No, you're fine. You're fine.
Give me some hugs. Give me some. Stop crying.
Thank you.
Why are you crying?
I just feel like I'm letting all my friends down because everything's so laggy and I don't have a cameraman.
Me neither. And it's okay. And yes, it's gonna suck. Absolutely. And I'm not gonna disagree.
Yeah,
it sucks not having a cameraman, but this is your reason to go harder. You know?
I want to, like, I'll go as hard as I can, bro, but the Wi-Fi's just not working. They can't even see me.
I say the same thing right now too. You know, but you can't let this defeat you.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, yes, it's gonna be like, I can't get nothing right. I already don't have a cameraman. Now my gang.
Yeah.
Like,
it's really
I get
bad.
it.
It's really bad.
Look, she don't want to hear that. She do not want to hear. She's like, nah, I need a victim right now. And look, I'm actually trying to get this clip off. Okay, so if you could just like get the fuck out of my face, then let me just cry and talk my shit about Stream University. Then that was gonna help me right now. She do not want to hear what you got to say.
But you're gonna be okay. This doesn't define you, and you know that.
Thank you.
Give me some. It's okay sometimes.
Guys,
She's
this
like,
is
thank you. Get the fuck out of my
Thank
face.
you
You
so
ain't
much.
helping.
This is Pitbully, and she's so awesome.
Thank you.
Literally the best. Thank you
You
so
got
much.
this.
Thank you.
Pick your head up. You could drop a couple tears. That's fine. Cry. But you're not gonna spend the rest of your day crying.
No, of course. Promise.
Give me some. Pinky promise.
Sorry.
Did you go to lunch? Did you eat?
Not yet. It said it starts at 1, no?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be there in 30.
All right, bet.
All right, see you. Bye.
So she breaks down. Keep in mind, this is a grown woman. This is not a teenager. This is not a 15-year-old. This is not a even 18-year-old, if you want to call it that. She was breaking down, crying on stream because the internet connection wasn't working. Yeah, like the... And because like they wouldn't let her cameraman in or something like that, so she was whining. She broke down crying because of this. Dog, what the hell is going? When are we gonna start telling people like, dog, man, suck it up? What the hell? Everybody's suffering from this. A lot of streamers are suffering from this over there. I don't know if it's like a signal thing because so many people in one place, and this is in Arkansas, so I don't know if the connectivity is all that great, and a bunch of people streaming from the same place. I don't know, but a lot of people are having that same issue, which is the stream is lagging, and then the chat is complaining, and people feel like, yo, this is my opportunity to shine, but I can't even show what my shine is because all these people that are watching are going to leave my stream because the connection's not so good. But she would get approached and helped out by Cinna.
But bro, when I tell you, I don't even do like stuff and they still do that to me. It does not make a difference whether you do OnlyFans. It doesn't matter what you do. They will always tell you you're not enough because you're a girl. That's what they do. But people, who cares?
Yeah.
Like those people, the people that want to hate on you for that, they're the people who don't like you regardless.
Bro, she
so,
still ain't listening. Yeah. Even if it's a bigger creator who's kind of in that lane, she still ain't. Man, she know where she headed.
They don't like me regardless. I think a lot of people like they try to defend me and be like, she doesn't even post anything bad. Like she posts bikini pictures, and everyone would be like, oh, you're defending an OF girl. Like. It's whatever. Honestly, at this point, I don't really care that much about that, but I do appreciate you bringing it up.
Now, this is complete BS by Cinna here. First off, because you're a girl is true and not true. Number one, if you are a girl in a male-dominated space, which is live stream viewers on Twitch, it's majority male, overwhelmingly male. And not only is it overwhelmingly male, in the communities that they're involved in, it is overwhelmingly young, teenage male, sometimes elementary school, middle school, and high school, which is way less mature than even regular male, which doesn't help their case. So they will always get looked down on a little bit. I don't know if look down on is the right word, but yes, they will end up getting hate. The OF amplifies the hate 100%. I don't think they will always do like shipping content, which is like, oh, this person's like in a relationship. I don't think Yana gets much hate, for example, and she doesn't do OF, but she goes to large measures to make sure that she is not portraying herself in a way that can be taken, I guess, like sexually or something like that. However, it's not just because you're a girl, because you see, let's talk about Cuffham, right? Cuffham gets clowned every single day. Blackboy Max gets clowned all the time by his own audience. Aiden Ross gets clowned all the time. All these guys are getting roasted by their audience. That's a lot of live streaming parasocial, because someone's like, yo, I can point at you and I can make fun of you and it can happen in real time and we can do it as a hive mind. I'm not just a singular comment and you can't really do it back to me. And sometimes you get a back and forth like DDG calling out a chatter and saying, yo, you're broke. But this happens to males too. The difference is female live streamers, if you look at their chats and you look at a male live streamer's chats, the female live streamer's chats is just a glaze fest. It's very rarely like joshing, joking back and forth, roasting. That's not happening. Male streamers chats, they are frying. They're like, bro, you're still fat. Oh man, you ordered some more food. Aren't you on a diet? So it is more brutal because a lot of them will moderate it.
No, that is true though. That is true though. Cause they will get on your ass, bro. As a male streamer, bro. That is facts, man. Coming from your scene. They do. Even the guy, yeah, they will get on your ass. There's been people that got on my ass, bro. I got some people who come here love to heckle. They love to try to talk about me, bro. Like, oh my God. Yeah, if I come in with the hat off, oh my God, look at this 5 head. They gonna come up with something, bro. That's like the Twitch. That's like the I don't know, man. Twitch culture, live stream culture. Maybe it's the new gen wave. It's like a fun for them. That's the fun thing to do, is to mess with the live streamer.
It's only like positivity coming. So when there's external negativity from like social media and stuff, it's very difficult for them to handle. But this was, it was a good job by Cinna, I guess you could say. I do think that she did, especially like as a veteran streamer, she knows.
She did do a good job. I don't want to spend too much time on this because this shit is ass. Let me see what this clip of Canelo and her is though.
He would press her about this.
So how confident do you think the group chat's gonna work though?
I'm 1,000,000% confident. If people want to make this work, then we'll make it work.
Smoker it, bro. You have 3.5 million.
Okay, but I'm not a big streamer. I've been
Girl.
doing social media for 6 years, but I've been doing Twitch for 2 months.
She's like, I'm not a big streamer. See, I'm not a big content. Other big creators, they have such an edge. Look, he's like, man, you already. This is exactly what I thought too, Canelo. This is exactly what I thought too, bro. He's already like, you're a lit as hell. You making money already. You could take your little. You really don't got to do nothing. You don't even have to even do content, and you still gonna monetize off of this. Take your clips. You got your cameraman with you. Take your clips. Have him just record everything and post it as quick as you can. If you can get it edited and then post, that's even better. He's already looking like, man, you are lit. You are so lit. How are you going to say that this event is catered to the smaller creators, or is catered to the bigger creators? We're not able to monetize it. You already getting the exposure.
It translates.
No, but listen.
No, I'm not trying to kick you. No, you're low-key being like, you got 3, bro, you have more followers than like most of everybody. You're probably the top 3 here.
He was trying to say
top 3, top 5.
He was about to say more followers than me. They can't say that because
you have 3. She has an M. Like she can't. Like no one can't.
Yeah, but we need one big creator, and that's you. You're the mother.
Your last views in 30 days was 77 million views.
Look, listen to me. Listen, let me say it. I'll say I'm a medium creator, and I feel like that allows me to be the leader of the non-big creators.
Chad, do y'all agree with her?
They're not gonna agree.
So
Nobody's agreeing.
Did you actually cry?
I cried all fucking day.
She was crying.
That ass on God, I cried all day.
Wait, so why haven't you seen you? Have you been inside the dorms?
No, she was out. We were outside.
I was crying outside.
No, we were outside.
We were outside. I've been outside. But listen, I don't have a cameraman. I don't have a backpack.
But you don't need a cameraman like that.
But I do because my shit's been crashing all day. And then you go talk to girls and you talk to Lacey and it's like, what the f*** are you gonna do?
Listen.
You're gonna put me on your desk? What? Not like you.
Hey, kid. Watch this.
Did you ask to get on the ingest?
No, because every time I talk to them, I turn around the other direction. They might.
So he's right. When he's talking about as a brand, if you want to call it that, notoriety, etc., she is one of the biggest there. Probably, I wouldn't, yeah, for sure, top 10. With this young male audience, they all know who she is.
Oh,
These guys are gooners. Of course.
Because I didn't even know who she was. Bro, I did not know who this lady was until somebody in my chat yesterday came in and was like, hey, did you see this person that was in a streamer university and sent the Instagram through? I'm like, nah. And then it was like, oh, I can see why she's lit. I could totally see how she lit. Shawty 24, like, got cakes. She got some cakes for her size, for her frame. And I could, I don't know if she's doing a lot of goon content, but we could tell how she, like, one way how she got lit for sure.
They know who she is. And then she would complain again.
The way SU works is there's big streamers, there's middle streamers, there's small streamers, and you want to know what happens? I'm sure you can see already the big streamers click together. The middle streamers try to figure out where they can go. The small streamers try to figure out where they can go. And they can't go anywhere. They're expected to just stick around the big creators and be the supporters and the people clapping in the back to make the big people be bigger, right? And then we're just supposed to be the background characters, the background dancer to the big characters. And that's okay. That's just how it works. But it's real cliquey. That's okay. That's okay. You know what I think? I think big creators, go do your thing. You can go be the big creator. That's okay. That's fine. That's totally fine. All good. But you know what? I think anyone who's not considered a big creator, the small creators, the middle creators, whatever the if you're not accepted into the cool kid group, we need to stick together.
So here, of course, she's wrong. I do think that
yeah, and then what's gonna happen is once you go try to ride her coattails, if you're not as lit as her with the 3.6 million or 1 million on Instagram, you're gonna get shadowed too. That's like it's human nature. Human nature translated into these into these these the techno bro spaces, techno bro engineered spaces. Okay, and then Yassine is gonna say his part on it, but yeah, that's just her little streamer drama. Do we have one more? I think we might have one more. Do we have one more? Oh, okay, yeah. We got one more from Streamer University. We got Black Boy Max basically getting cornered, and then somebody gave him a stern talking to about his antics, including his diva tattoo and portraying like he likes the same sex.
You're a diva. Why you wanna be a diva? Why you wanna be a diva? You're a demon.
Look, he said, "Why you wanna be a diva?" He said, "On some fly shit. On some fly shit. Why you wanna be a diva? You're a demon." Look at it. You can't, bro. You got if that man gonna want to do that, you gotta let that man do that, bro. And this is a star-studded cast. You're making clips around all the biggest. You got Your Rage with him. You got Plaque with you. You got Reggie in the back, bro. This is about to be the biggest clip. He had to get that off though. You know what? Shout out to him though for getting it off. They're like, you could have taught me, could have pulled me to the side. Yo, what's good, Gil? Gil came me. I remember you sent me this morning too. This is perfect timing. Perfect timing. How you doing, fam? How you doing? Welcome in, brother. Hope your day was well. Man, so yeah, Max did his thing. He said, I was trying to be on some fly shit. You should have stood on it though. You should have interrupted him and be like, no, look, that's what I want to do, all right? Get your hand off me, all right? I'm gay, okay? Oh, why you want to be a diva? On some fly shit. Nah, you gotta hold your nuts when you say it. Like, I'm doing this for Elton John, okay? Bro said I was talking about this shit earlier. And then look, how is this? This is the part that kills me. How is this man gonna come up to him and say, why do you want to be a diva, man? You're wearing a man purse, brother. Why you want to be a diva? No, you're a demon. But you got a man purse on, bro. Credibility shot, homie. With the down, with the jewel. No, bro. You got the man purse on, bro. Come on. Everybody want to make content, but nobody want to be responsible for the message they put out. Facts. That's new gen. That's new gen, indeed.
You're a diva. Why you wanna be a diva? Why you wanna be a diva? You're a demon. You need holy oil, right? You need to sit down in the holy oil. You need to go get a church bath and cleanse your body. I think you are confused. I think you need some guidance. I think your parents feel a little way about that.
Okay, I'm ready for this.
I know, right? But the dude had the damn purse on, bro. You can't. I mean, I get what he's saying completely. I understand. I know a little bit about how some Jamaican culture is too. Like they don't tolerate a lot of their homosexual population gets persecuted. It's not something that is accepted. In more recent years though, it's a lot more accepted than it was. Like they won't just probably go out, but at one point in time in Jamaica, they would take a dude, what they would call a bati man, and do him dirty and parade him through the streets. They would do him dirty, bro. So maybe this man is coming from a different place where he might just want to get his clip off too at the same time. He looks like he just want to get his clip off at the same time. But I think the the credibility is shot with this dang man purse you got on, bro.
Him
That's all I'm
selling his
saying.
soul. Now, naturally, Blackboy Max was emotional about this confrontation. And for what it's worth, I think that this is the jumping off point for a good
I agree. I agree. Gil says, I'm a whole adult and a parent. I respect his message. Look, okay, here you go. 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 Everybody went, yeah, I see you. Thank you, Chris. I see you in here as well. Then he wardrobe going over there and calling himself going off on a grown man. What if he would have slapped wardrobe? Oh yeah, exactly. Ben the Don told him he was a wildling and doing too much, and no one got mad at Ben. Yeah, see, I think Ben put it different. And see, Ben the Don is a bigger name. That's another thing. So, people they pick and choose their favorites. Ben the Don is a bigger name. Ben the Don, I think, also has more, like, a lot of good media trained. He's very media trained. He knows. I know you probably seen the thing with the back and forth between Ben the Don and Saucy Santana. Did you see okay, it was the deal was Ben the Don and his dad were on a yacht and they were talking about some chicks or something, and then somehow Saucy Santana came up, and then next thing you know, Saucy Santana is like on there responding to Ben, and Ben the Don was like, you know what, like, you got it, bro. Like, I don't even want no smoke with you. Like, I don't want to beef with you, nothing. Like, you got it. Like, I'm gonna gracefully back down. So I think in that respect, Ben the Don chose his words wisely. Whereas this gentleman here, I don't know his name. I don't know the man's name. I'm sure they'll say it here in a bit. He like he said in this clip, he's like, I don't care. Like, I'm a smaller guy. I don't care if I get clipped out of context. I don't care if they don't like me. I made it to stream you. See, I'm not gonna let anyone talk to me crazy. Gays, great, bye. I don't give a damn. I feel that. You gotta look at this. Tylil. He says you gotta look at it like this. Tylil, Rakai, and Plaque got these little kids doing. In fact, and they getting endorsements for it, possibly, right? And what if they're naturally like that? Got these kids doing gay. I feel like this, dude. Honestly, like, valid. You have a valid point. You do have a valid point, Gil. Facts, 100%. Like, they should be aware of the messaging that they're putting out. Be aware of the effects of it too, of course. There's also a big responsibility on the parents, huge responsibility on the parents, to not allow your kids to consume certain content and be aware of the content they are consuming. It's not easy. It's not easy, especially if they got a phone. Yeah, it's not easy to understand all the stuff they're going to be sucking in or taking in. But it's a job. It's our job. It's a job as a parent. So these guys, this man should be able to get, even if he's getting paid big money, I feel like he should be able, get up there and do what you want to do, Max. My kids ain't about, like, I'll look at it because I'm watching streams and stuff. I'm trying to see what the trending clips is and things like that. But I ain't about to let my kid watch that shit. And when they do turn on YouTube, I'm like, what are you watching? Or you could even, I got even set up to where you can even see what they're looking at. You feel me? Y'all let me know. Stop me if I'm wrong. Okay, these people started out making content for kids. Oh, that's different. They started making content for kids. You think so? Like what? Did Rakai really start? Well, cause he is a kid. He was a kid when he first got on. For sure. What about Black Boy though? Did Black Boy do the same thing? Tylil, he said they started making content for kids. Tylil seems like he would be. I don't know, man. This is the shit I was talking about years ago. They have no morals, just money, subs, and views. Oh yeah. For sure, I could see that. Yep. And they get incentivized to think like that too. Indeed, bro. Indeed. I can see that. But what if that's really the way he is? What if he's really, he's like you were saying, I just did the diva tattoo. I just thought because that's what I wanted. What if he's really just a little sweet? Should he be not able to act his natural self if he is a little bit of sweet, some sugar in the tank, or he's just bi-curious than a motherfucker and happens to be lit? You know what I mean? They're giving everyone exposure and no one is responsible for the shit they say or do on camera, right? Unless it's against, like, public opinion. Valid. Unless it's against public opinion or they offend the wrong groups, then they ass gets crucified.
else you did? Nominations, changing the game, changing your skin to Bati, Diva. Diva start with D. Diddy.
To say that this clip was weird would honestly be.
He said Diva start with D and Diddy.
This was right after the Streaming University fashion show, and as two fashion guys on the streaming side of the internet, it would make sense for them to have at least some sort of moment. And apparently,
bro, he's wearing a purse though. It's hard for me to say like to take that shit seriously, man. I mean, it was a good message, great message. But god damn, dog, you're already adrift in the fashion industry. You shouldn't be doing this. I guess, bro. Do your thing, man. That shit, the fit that he got on just looks a little sus in my opinion already.
I don't hold my tongue.
It got spiritual. We started calling it demonic and all these other things. And what clearly felt like a private conversation was held online. OJ accused Max of being confused, pushing a fake person, chasing clips and engagement, disappointing his parents, all these different things. And on the back end of it, he praised Max's talents, saying that he didn't need a persona to make people happy and enjoy him and all of these things like that, which may be OJ's intended message in it of it all, but it didn't need to come in this homophobic laden rant that OJ decided to get off.
He said the homophobic laden rant. Now we also got, now this is where you consider where Omeezy is from. He said this homophobic laden rant. You can tell this sound like he's in Atlanta. We know you in Atlanta, ninja. Omeezy, we know you're in Atlanta, bro. We know it's a lot of fugazi booty bandit activity going on out there and talking about we already know, man. You with it. You with the shits, all right? This homophobic. That's not what we talking about. We're talking about the authenticity. Okay, if he's really like that, then all right, let the man be like that. But what a lot of people I think is saying, what like part of what Gil is saying is that Black Boy Max wasn't like, he gonna do this stuff to get the engagement. He gonna do the sus activity just to get the clicks. You know what I mean? And then like what homeboy OJ is saying is like, all right, well, if you're acting like this for the click, well, what's next? What are you gonna do next? What are you gonna do next? What do you mean? What are you gonna do next? He don't know yet. He finna find out when he get there. And if it happens to be jumping on a dick, well, shit, that's what he gonna do. And who the fuck are you to tell him not to do it? I think that's what his stance is. Homophobic. There has to be a fear or phobia. Ain't no one's kidding. This is the problem. I think they have some right to check a motherfucker about their opinions. Realistically, what the fuck was Wardrobe gonna do if OJ decided to slap the shit out of him? Nothing. He would have played victim. He would have played the victim motherfucker standing in line to be victim. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, if he would have got slapped, he would have been like, oh. They just want to get the viral clip off, bro. That's all they would do. They know they gay as hell. They want to go there get the viral clip off. And then another thing is you got the chat. You got the chat sitting in there going to put the battery in their back, bro. Because the chat, they're like, well, we want to be entertained. People are watching Streamer University, clicking through the different streams. Like, we want to be entertained. And you got some people who are making money getting the clips early. You feel me? So they're like, you know what? Let's put a battery in this guy's back. Or if I can be getting the clips off and I got like a team of people who can influence stuff, then you could be having the first clip. If you can be the one who's orchestrating the stuff that's happening behind the scenes, you could get the first clip off, have the first access to the bread. So I think that's a little bit about what happened here when when Wardrobe walked up. I guess that's the other dude who walked up to him and was like, why are you talking about Max being gay? And then they even doubled up and had Arky come in and was like, did you see? I don't know if y'all saw that part, but no, not Arky. Arky didn't confront him. It was Arky's friend, Yugi, who is like, friends with Arky, and Arky is like openly gay. So, yeah, they was like, shit, this is our time to get the click off. We're finna get lit.
Rant that OJ decided to get off on stream. Part of what's strange in this to me is that he's claiming that he's coming to Max in a genuine perspective, but you can see that it's not being received well. Max looks totally uncomfortable as this big Jamaican man towers over him and is berating him about the lifestyle choices that he made, saying things like demonic, saying things like his parents would be disappointed, even if they were friends, which I don't really think that they are. That's probably not the best way to.
His parents ain't disappointed. Your parents are disappointed in you. His parents might be they're from like Wisconsin somewhere. They just see that he's making money. They probably don't even give a damn. As long as his net worth is going up, bro. Yeah, they let him do whatever little fruity shit he wants. I want to just chill. I've been streaming this whole time. So then he comes out basically after he walks away. Then he comes out and has something to say. Right? He says his piece.
I've been streaming this whole time.
The whole interaction between OJ ranting at him and then Blackboy Max delivering this message lasted about 7-ish minutes.
Oh, bro, think I don't give a fuck. What's wrong with being gay? There's nothing wrong with that shit, bro. Y'all niggas is whack. You're corny. And you just think how the next nigga think. You don't have your own mind, bro. That shit whack. But I'm gonna be myself, regardless. None of y'all niggas fucking with me. I don't care.
And OJ's comments repeated many of those accusations directly to Max's face. Max, once again,
he says, "What's wrong with being gay?" And like, I think that's not why people is upset with you, Max. I think with Max, people feel like they knew you for something else. You got lit off of just being, maybe they thought, well, what they perceived as you being more of your authentic self. And a lot of people see that there are certain clout chasing activities, including cosplaying gay or getting the diva tattoo or doing the twerking or saying that you hear in the wild clip about, oh, why don't men twerk? How come only women can twerk? Stuff like that. And it's like, oh, you're definitely gay. You're baiting. You're trying to get your engagement baiting off of your sexuality. Right. And I think, yeah, what Gil was saying is you have another population who kind of takes this in as like, oh, that's how we should act. There's like the young impressionable minds that say, oh, this is how we should be acting. Like, this is socially acceptable. This is okay. And some people behind the scenes who might be like spending money to let these ideas be the overall theme of a lot of these streams, because they may have an agenda to push. I can totally see where you're coming from with that.
To see OJ, it was like, yo, you're fit hard. Well, he went in on him, gang. Max got quiet. He been happy this entire time. And then he started crying, gang. Nigga, I had on the wig today. I ain't gonna lie, bro, you gotta let people do what they wanna do. What the fuck? You don't get nothing out of telling them what he could do or can't do.
You gotta let people do what they want to do. That's what Tyler says. And it's the same man who jumped into the toe touch. That's true though. If another man wants to do a jump and do a toe touch for another man, what can we do? You gotta let him do that toe touch, man. It is what it is, bro.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But now you getting paid by corporate dollars to act like a pussy so our kids can see it. Like, that's a different story though at the same time. You know what I mean? This is the thing, this is the thing. I like women. Can I do heterosexual things on stream? Grabbing tits and ass and talking about how I like pussy? No. Is it okay to put my sexuality at the forefront of my content? I mean, you could. And I think, but we have different social norms, man, that are just, nuanced and really wrong. Yeah, we got a lot of wrong social norms going on here. Because, like, for the most part, certain women can get off as putting the sexuality at the forefront of their content, right? But they do there's on the other side of the sword, they would get judged for it too. Like, you do have a lot of people who will be like, well, you're an OF chick, yada yada yada. Lottie Dottie trying to what they call SLUT shaming. Ads, baby. All right, bro's in 1 minute of ads. We're gonna let him cook for a second here. Yeah, we're gonna get a quick one, then we're gonna jump right in. 1 minute of ads, we jumping right back into it.
So excited.
The change wasn't necessarily about or could be questioning his sexual identity and preferences. It goes a little bit different. I just find it strange that people defended Kai in these moments but don't also defend Max in these same exact moments of going through this great change in life. And this didn't ring off with a lot of people. Let me be extremely clear. Once the campus saw how this interaction affected Max, they began confronting OJ about it, and rightfully so.
Max was so excited to see OJ. It was like, yo, you're fit hard. Well, he went in on him, gang. Max got quiet. He been happy this entire time. And then he started crying, gang. Nigga, I had on the wig today. I ain't gonna lie, you gotta let people do what they wanna do. What the fuck? You don't get nothing out of telling them what he could do or can't do.
You don't get nothing out of it telling the nigga what he can't, what he do, what he wanna do, what he can do, and what he won't do. You gotta let people do what they wanna do. That sounds fair, man. That's a valid point too. Because it ain't, if it's within the law, trying to possess over what Max and them is what they got going on, bro, it's like, it's just gonna hurt our head. I see your perspective. I see what you're saying. My The thing is, content creation has an epidemic of having content for kids and sliding in that messaging, the homosexual messaging on the sneak. Totally can see that. I see that yeah, and then what another yeah. To add to that, I've not only seen that in the streaming industry, but also with certain cartoons. Like we even see like Pixar, they used to kind of do slide in a couple of little here and there's, but now it seems like maybe it wasn't as marketable as they thought, right? With a lot of the pushback, and then you see them flipping back to kind of some of the more traditional themed media. We even saw that with there was that dude who had the Bud Light. I forget that damn influencer name, but he was the guy, first dude who went like trans and was like pushing real tough. And he had a Bud Light. He got a Bud Light deal, and then after he got the Bud Light deal, people started boycotting Bud Light like a mug. And then so you kind of see the markets like, okay, well maybe this ain't working. Let's flip it around because they just want to make the money at the end of the day anyway, right? Check them. I think. See, yeah, okay. I put it like this. My take on it. Yeah. It's kind of like I was thinking earlier, bro. I think there is a big responsibility on the parents to be aware of what type of content the kids are consuming, and it's hard. There's a challenge, but if we set up the technology is set up to where you can monitor your kids, have blocks for a lot of the stuff, and yeah, they do sneak it in for those who don't got the father figure at home. A lot of them or don't have if they don't have positive role models to look up to. A lot of times they may go to these streamers who are doing the weird stuff and be like, oh well, if Rakai grabbed his friend's butt and his other private areas, and it's okay and it's funny, maybe I can go do the same thing and it's just okay and it's funny and we can laugh about it. Totally understand that, bro. I totally understand that. Right. Yeah, they may be they're wrong for that shit. Yeah, they definitely may be wrong for that, sliding it in there for the corporate dollars. Completely wrong. Not justified. Completely wrong, right? 100% wrong. 100% wrong. Like you're doing kids dirty. And it's like, it's gonna be a lot of kids watching the stream. You're purposefully perverting these young minds, right? That's evil. It is definitely evil. Yeah, and at the same time, this is all the more reason why, yeah, we can't, as parents, you can't just give your kid the phone and be like, here you go. Or you give them access to the internet, have them in their room looking on the TV, like, all right, have fun watching television. Like it's a very like taxing job being a parent. It's like, yeah, it's a 24/7. It's a 24/7. It never stops. It never stops. We have to be vigilant. Have to be vigilant. And I think that's where a lot of people fall short at, as parents. And it's just shit, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. Like these guys is trying to go dictate what a man is gonna do. It's gonna be like almost virtually impossible. So I think the easier way, the more economical, cost-effective way to protect your own is to really just be in control of what your kids are consuming and not make sure that you're the big role model for your kid. Make sure you're the main role model. Or if you're not able to, then we have at least some other great people around that are the main role models for them outside of these streamers who give zero fucks about them and are just all about the money. Yeah, that's my take on it.
Start leaving. I see Max start crying. People making fun of other people. I don't like that. I'm 5-star, nigga. It says university.
Yeah, same here, right?
We all supposed to be coming together.
Me too.
I'm on my way. Max, spurt that stream, Max.
Kai openly said he did not enjoy or like how OJ had this conversation with a happy Black Boy Max. Tylil and DDG came to his defense. Core Boys described OJ's interactions as weird. And there's so many things wrong with the way that he went about doing this. Let's say that OJ actually did feel like these things were an issue with Black Boy Max. It seems as though they have more of a line of communication than you or I would. So let's reach out. Let's have a private conversation and maybe we can come to a better understanding. But to do this long, drawn out, 3-minute rant about this situation to somebody who is visibly uncomfortable about the things that you are saying is really, really odd and really, really strange. Not to mention the
That's how you
homophobic
know
piece
it's
of
real
it.
deal. Yeah, I mean, bro did get the clip off. He did get the clip off, right? But at the same time, I think it is, yeah, they shouldn't hate bash the guy for saying his take, because it's not like Max was doing all his antics in private. Yeah, he didn't get the diva tattoo in private. You know, he didn't say twerking would be okay. Why is twerking only okay for women in private? Trying to be a you know, a social innovator at our kids' detriment, or at our people's detriment, in private. But like I said, yeah, I like that idea. Gilgamesh says, "I don't even let the kids watch Twitch anymore." Facts, facts, bro. Like, yeah, yeah, I never was, yeah, nah, never did. I never really did. Like, yeah, I never did. I never could. Especially the younger ones, like, what? You better, there's much better programming for them out besides this bullshit. And yeah, and at the end of the day, like, they know that even with my experiences and me talking with them about some of my goings ons on Twitch, it's they know these people is money minded. A lot of the content creators is money minded, and I think, yeah, a lot of kids are very smart and even know, like, yeah, these kids, your favorite creator may try to do a cash grab on you. After we see after we saw the whole Prime situation and how they had the Feastables, we saw the Feastables thing, how Mr. Beast sold everybody out. Yeah, I think a lot of people are kind of waking up to the fact that, yeah, your favorite content creator, especially if you're like in a child audience, like, they will pull some shit. They will pull a cash grab. You know? He says, what? He says what was on his mind, and the community canceled him. They ain't gonna be able to cancel him. I think he'll get some hate for that, but he should be able to say that, especially coming from his, like, especially us being like a world, a very so connected as we are, like the world is being so connected as it is right now with the internet. A lot of people are cognizant of different cultures. We know how a lot of people know how it is in different areas of the world they ain't never been to, you know. But yeah, they should know, going even into Jamaica. Well, you should know, if this guy is Jamaica or Caribbean, there's not a lot of room for that, for the sexual immorality, as they will call it. Not a lot. Even in certain parts of the Caribbean, the cursing is not tolerated. Even parts of West Africa, it's like an African thing too. That's where it comes from originally. There's certain parts of Africa, you will get, if you say a curse word at the wrong time or place, they will just yeah. In Sudan, like parts of Sudan, there's maybe some other places too. But you say a curse word out your mouth, they look at you like, what? Damn. Man, smack the shit out you straight up. You know? It just happens. So I think they, like, the audience now should at least understand where OJ is coming from, his cultural background. You see the effect that Black Boy Max has had on him, and then shit, let him say what he wants to say. Let him say what he wants to say. Don't villainize him for that. Take in what he has to say, process it, see his side. We see what Max has to say about it. Okay, and it's fine, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Plaque started hanging with these zesty rappers and pulling gay shit for Gifted. Oh my god. I've been pulled motherfucker to the side. Yeah, I heard the part. Yeah, bro. Yeah, he lives, and wasn't he in Atlanta with the rap stuff? I know. I remember when we covered him when he did the little baby stream, right? And I think that Black Boy Max, he was spending time in Atlanta, right, trying to break into the rap scene, and especially after his time at, y'all remember when he did that big ass show, Rolling Loud? You remember his Rolling Loud show? He didn't get the reaction that he wanted from his fans. They was throwing stuff at him. Like, even North kind of like shaded him a little bit. She's kind of like, oh, hi, but I don't know who you are. And so him having all the success like in the streaming world, he may still just want to be fully accepted into like the Hollywood rap scenes. Right. And maybe in his mind, he sees that, oh, if I take this route of having a good homosexual fan base, then maybe that'll make me impervious to some of the hate. Maybe then I'll have a core fan base who will come to cheer me on at my shows, and I can be accepted. And I can be looked at as somebody that other musicians respect. If that makes sense. I think that's what it is, bro. He was like, you know what? After that Rolling Loud, she's like, whatever I got to do to really get on. Which he was already kind of going on that train. He was already kind of doing stuff before that. But I think that was like the nail in the coffin that made him like, nah, dog. Like, I gotta get the aesthetic. I gotta get my aesthetic right. Like I gotta get in my music bag all the way. If I gotta act like Prince, if I gotta act like Elton John, if I gotta do some extra shit, then I'm gonna do that to fit in as a musician. He can't rap. He's giving up the butt. Exactly. Bro, niggas be gay all over the country. You ain't gotta go to Atlanta for. Oh, I'm dead. No, but facts though.
But what makes this worse to me is that OJ didn't just miss the mark one time and then, say that, hey, my bad, I fucked up, I probably can go back and do it better. When he was confronted about these situations, how he stood in the fire.
I hope he doubled down. He doubled down on that shit, did he? Tell me he doubled down, bro.
And, say that, hey, my bad, I fucked up, I probably can go back and do it better. When he was confronted about these situations, how he stood in the fire to me really got under my skin.
You went up to him, exactly. So you bullied him first, right?
Okay, are we gonna have a conversation here, or are you gonna walk to me and walk away? Because I'm a person with multiple perspectives.
Okay, well, there could be multiple perspectives, but you still don't disrespect somebody like that. At the end of the day, that's still highly rude. If you got a problem, keep it to yourself, boo. If you don't...
Yeah, I would have been like, first off, don't call me boo. You slid that in too quick, and then you're gonna try to cut me off. Don't call me boo. You're doing your hands everywhere. I'm right there with Gil, bro. Yeah, we would have been. He should have got expelled right there. You should have just threw away that opportunity right there when this young man started coming up to you with that shit. So why did you do all that to Black Boy Max? I am sorry. I tried to talk to you one time nicely. I told you I have multiple perspectives, and right now you're waving your hands at me. I take this as a threat, and boom, smack the fuck out that man, boy.
I mean, still fucking. Man,
you trying to get the viral clip off, man. Get your little ass on, boy. And then if he with him too, man, come on. You can't just go talk to anybody. That's what. Stop just going up and talking to people. Like, unless you really about that, like, you really can back it up. Like, just smack them, bro.
I'm sorry.
Boom. He would have been wrong, right?
Respect nobody, then you don't get respect for yourself.
Oh, Max walked away from me.
He walked away from you because he felt uncomfortable with you. Obviously, you coming up there pressing him. Okay, you're a human being bullying other human beings over somebody.
Oh, and he don't even want to let him talk. He just trying to get the clip off, obviously. Cause see, he could have said, OJ had a point here. Or if Max really felt the way as he did, because he went off later after he farmed the clip to the maximum, and I'm just trying to be a diva because it's on some fly shit. I'm a diva on some fly shit. A diva is like an old god. That's an old female god, right? Old female gods of shoot, is it Indian, Hindu pantheon? I think it has Sanskrit origins. The word diva has like Sanskrit origins, so it's like old Indian. So like that's what the old world means. He's like, we could take it and make it mean something else. Like if I'm a diva, I'm just on some fly shit. So that's where I could see people like, damn, dude, you ain't doing nothing new. You're not doing nothing new, man. You're trying to take the same route. You're trying to take that thug. You're trying to take that. He's taking that door on the left. He's taking the left door. You can go straight, you can go to the right. He's taking the door on the left. I would have did him like they did Dean before he got big. Just boom. They actually propelled Dean to stardom too. But see, that's what the old dude might have did. He's smart. OJ is smart, and he has a lot of I think he exercised a lot of restraint. He understood where he was, because if he was in Jamaica, had he been in Jamaica or one of those Caribbean countries, the guy would have got slapped. Not only after he slapped, if he was in Jamaica, bro, at a certain period of time, maybe like, man, it could even happen now in the right areas. If he's in Kingston and he comes up with that, and they know that he's a Bati man, and the man comes up saying something to you like this, and in front of your other people, that could right there could be enough to like mess up your credibility enough to where you gonna crash out on that baddie man, because everybody gonna be like, oh man, you're the guy. Why would I respect you? Why would I respect you? You're the one who you let the baddie man come up to you and just do you dirty. Not to say that's necessarily right, but that's to say that's how that culture is, okay, and that's right for them. So yeah, he did a good job of not reverting to how he would be back home or how it would be in certain Caribbean areas and just boo. Smite him like his father never did. The father that was not there. Smite him because they might need that.
And then do nothing. He's going to the club. What the fuck do the club got to do with him doing this and that, doing this and that?
Perceive it as boom. Max walked away. If Max felt away, I'd been knew Max. Max was one of the first streamers I knew. I feel like as a person to a person, if you feel away about something, you enlighten me. You don't walk away. Everybody talks about streaming. This, when I'm talking to somebody, I'm just talking to them.
Now OJ is 1,000% wrong, and not because he's arguing with Wardrobe, who is like 17.
How is he 1,000%
and I think that Wardrobe has a little bit more invested into this.
And number two, why are they inviting 17-year-olds out to the streamer university, bro? Saucy get famous because he got on the internet and threatened to rape DJ academics, and then boom, he got his own. Before he was already lit before that, bro. Saucy was already lit before that. He was already like Carisha's, he was already Carisha's friend, and there was some other stuff. Plus, not to mention that low key he was getting money. He was getting money with Carisha from Diddy, supposedly. Word around the campfire was he was kind of already lit before that. But this is true. That did happen, and he did get some more motion after he said, "Oh, that shit was, bro. Come on, man. You gonna tell me that wasn't funny, man? You can't tell me, bro. Come on, Gil. Come on, Gil. That was hilarious, bro. That was cinema when he said that, fam. To see academics be like, guys, now come on, and he's like from Jamaica too. That's part of the reason why it hit so deep when he said that. You know what I mean? Y'all can see. You see, we got some examples here to reinforce some of these topics that I've been some of these points I've been making. Yeah, it hurts deep. It messes with your whole credibility if you're from Jamaica, man. And then you got a bati, or I don't even want to say that because that could be deemed as a derogatory term. But if you have a man who likes the same sex and he comes and challenges you, your peers might look at you like less of a man. Because this is a man who actually lets men, who does stuff with men, and now which could be equated to like a woman or a half woman, half man, something, and you let him just disrespect you. Yeah, that means everybody about to come try to disrespect you. So I think that DJ Academics on a subconscious level, after Saucy was like, yeah, I'll beat them in. He was like, man, yeah, no, I can hear I play out. We talk about a lot of stuff, but man, it's just some stuff I can't joke about. One is my butt.
I am sorry. Oh. I am sorry. I don't speak English.
Hey, check out this big acorn.
Oh, that's the first time I felt sorry for Axe. Because he couldn't crash out. He was threatened with a grape and people laughed. Oh, that's sad though. You're right. That is a point. Dang, man. Dang, you just proved your point though. You really did prove your point, Gil. You really did prove your point, Gil. You really did prove your point. It's double standards, man. It's big double standards, bro. He said, I know they won't try this bullshit with Funny Mike. Yeah, they know who to try it with. Because who else would have done something stupid? See, and then again, I think when they chose the people at Streamer University, they were also very smart with who they picked. I think this is precisely like instances like the one we just saw here, where we have like a random streamer going up to talk to OJ. This is why they didn't pick the guys who were camping out at Streamer University for 4 days on end. The people who didn't have shit to lose, because they already knew that. And there's so much money on the line. You got big sponsors. They need people to have some type of media training. We want people to have at least be lit enough to bring some more like lights to Streamer University, bring some more eyes on Streamer University, right? Because they can then leverage those eyes for more brand deals and sponsorships. And also, if you have these people who already have established followings and have stuff to lose, then they're less likely to crash out in these type of situations. So when they were picking people for streaming university, I think they did a very it was calculated. It was extremely calculated. Cause they picked some of the homies, like the dudes who was out there with just not shit to lose, the dudes that camping out there for multiple days on end, the guys who were already homeless. That would be the type of guy who would get the clip off on Max and then turn around and then when a dude like this come up, they ready to what the fuck you say, son? Matter of fact, yeah, suck my oh, you gay, right? Matter of fact, suck my son. I'm from New York. Don't come up on me. Yeah, bill, and then they losing bread, they losing money. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody talks about streaming. This when I'm talking to somebody, I'm just talking to them.
Now OJ is 1,000% wrong, and not because he's arguing with Wardrobe, who is like 17. And I think that Wardrobe has a little bit more invested into this conversation because he has more skin in the game than the average person coming to defend Max. But claiming he's not.
Yeah, man, he ain't got more skin in the game. He's just trying to get the clip off, bro. Trying to defend Max, but he out of line too, man.
Bullying Max based off of his own perception is probably what a bully would do. To be quite honest with you, hey, I'm not being mean to you. That's just something that you perceive. How can you make that judgment about if you are being mean or bullying somebody as the one that is administering the meanness or the bullying? You're telling them how they should basically receive your words and how they should feel. That's silly. That's crazy.
Exactly. He didn't even come up on no conversation. They couldn't even really get a good clip because the kid wasn't even perceptive. The kid wasn't receptive to new information. It wasn't like a back and forth exchange of information. He was doing just like a bitch dude. He did some shit that he's probably seen his mom and auntie and them do. Did some shit he's seen his girl cousins do. You know what I mean? Which is like not having a proper conversation, trying to shut somebody the fuck down. Like what? Talking like a bitch. You couldn't even talk to this man right because he's looking like a hoe.
With Max, when you sat there for three
fingernail polish on
straight minutes and talked to him uninterrupted. A conversation by definition is an interactive, informal exchange of thoughts, ideas, feelings, or information between two or more people. Unlike rigid lectures or transactional directives, it relies on spontaneous, mutual participation to build social connections and share perspectives. The problem with what OJ did is that it was one-sided. It was more of the lecture, like this definition or any.
Yeah, but he didn't. But still, he gave Black Boy Max the opportunity to speak though at the same time. Black Boy could have rose his voice. He could have been like, "Look, get your hand off me. All right? I like zesty stuff and I'm gonna keep doing it, nigga. Period. Like, stand on that. If that's what you want to do," he could have said that, but he chose the farmer clip and play the victim to get the maximum engagement. That was his route that he chose. He ain't never been punched in his shit for over talking to another man. Yeah, right. Yeah. He probably never seen it. Now I will give it to a lot of the gay dudes that I know that are in our area, bro. Man, from the hood. There's some of them that know how to goddamn fight, bro. Yeah, they will get down. Some of them had to fight all their life because they was already picked on to something who's like legitimate, just born that way, like just been on that. I get it. Like y'all do your thing, man. But a lot of them, I think, was still. Especially here, they'll be like, if the guy has something to say, he's still gonna be like, he gonna sit there and listen. When the guy has something to say, he gonna say, "Look, I'm coming to you because you got my partner a certain way." And if they're at streaming university, they probably would, at least listen to what the motherfucker had to say and let him let it be a conversation. So that way, it's better for the content anyway. It's better for the content anyway. But he might have subtly just promoted some more idiocy. That's really just subtly promoting more idiocy, bro, and not communicating, showing more tactics of how to not communicate.
Other definition, whether it be by a dictionary or lay, would say it requires two people to be talking. You were talking at him. You were lecturing him about the things
the other dude did the same shit though. Except I think he actually gave him an opportunity to speak. Let me see. I think they got Rakai in here. Or somebody. Who the hell is this?
You don't gotta express yourself in that manner.
Listen, they said that you lying, you call Max a demon?
Yeah, it's a demon. It's a deeper demon.
He said,
but I'm saying it in a Jamaican accent.
Diva on him.
Yeah, diva.
So even in that monologue by multiple people, it was
dang.
exposed.
So he got they basically done bullied him. They got on him for bullying Max. They said he bullied Max, but then everybody coming up trying to talk to him. That could be definitely perceived as bullying, bro. They had everybody come down and walk him down and go ask him about what he said. I know straight niggas that can't fight. I'll take an ass one, but motherfuckers gonna have to show me. I feel that. As a man, you got to tell another man, this is why niggas pussy. You can't come to motherfucker as a man and give guidance without just getting emotional. Oh yeah, that's true, man. That's true. Sometimes he can't even. Yeah, sometimes people ain't gonna. They're not gonna be receptive to the truth. That's one of the other facts. Yeah, even if OJ had the best thing to say in the world, the best rebuttal, that other guy came in there with the heart not to hear it. He came in there with his mind made up already. He's there just to defend his friend.
How he was in the retelling of the tale manipulating what he said to Max. He sat there trying to convince this group of people that him using words like demonic and calling Max specifically a demon and saying that he needed to be bathed in the holy oil as some sort of Jamaican humor. He also believed that he was giving Black Boy Max some sort of genuine advice. This context that he was trying to provide was that he was not trying to tear Max down, but trying to build him back up to be the old person that he was. What, the 19-year-old Max who was screaming up and down on stream. However, the explanation does not change the interaction and how it was received by the person that you were trying to give this quote-unquote advice to. Max went totally silent, walked away, and ended his stream. Almost everyone around felt that they needed to defend him, could clearly see what was wrong with this, but OJ's intent can explain his perspective, but the impact explains how everyone's reaction was. I think the hardest part was simply not that Max was misunderstood yet again. That was gonna happen, but it was where the misunderstanding came from.
Y'all don't give a fuck, bro. I might be a little weird, bro. I don't give a fuck. What's wrong with being gay? There's nothing wrong with that shit, bro. Y'all niggas is whack. You're corny. And you just think how the next nigga think. Don't have your own mind, bro. That shit whack. I'ma be my...
But see, this is the thing. I'm gonna be myself. But I think what they're saying is that you're cosplaying, you're clickbaiting being gay, bro, for the look. We didn't already seen you just doing extra shit to try to fit in with the look, and it's like when you do a lot of it back to back, it's like, okay, that's then becoming part of your identity is just trying whatever shit that's gonna get you viral, and that I can definitely see the problem with. And it's because it's like almost it's like almost a disease, man. You'll end up trying, just like OJ, like part of what OJ was saying. Yeah, it gets to, if you're letting like if you're letting the internet control your actions, control your thoughts, then yeah, you're not the captain of your ship. You're not the captain of your ship, and ain't no telling what type of rabbit holes that they will lead you into. You're like, what's next? You out here doing this, you're gonna be, you gotta up the ante. You gotta do more and more to try to get the shock value. And if this is the route that you took, doing just the little zesty stuff, well, they're just gonna be looking like, all right, Max, well, when are you gonna come out and just get a boyfriend already? When you gonna get a couple of boyfriends already? You know, when are you just gonna finally just go ahead and just like marry it and just marry a man? And if it's you, then fine. That's okay. Like like if that's authentically what the person's choice is, then fine. It appears that that's not what they know Max for, and it looks as if that's not what Max is truly wanting. Like he's not he ain't interested in guys. He like women, but you just doing this shit for the click. You're being gay for the pay.
myself, regardless. None of y'all niggas fucking with me. I don't care. You might think that shit because you're closed-minded, but it's one love, bro. It's one love. It don't matter. Niggas gay, it don't matter. They straight. It don't matter, bro. Why don't we just love each other, bro? Fuck OJ. If you fuck with me, nigga, you said that shit off camera. You could have pulled me aside. I'd love to talk to you off camera. Why you saying that shit on camera?
For what it's worth, Max has dealt with internet speculations for years. Strangers have always been coming up to him, constantly questioning about who he is because he does not express himself in the way that the traditional male streamer would do. And we'll get into that in just 2 seconds. Do not worry. And don't get me wrong, online criticism is harmful.
Do you, Max? Do you, Max? Like, okay, so there is some favoritism going in, as the chat is saying. Like, bro is saying it here. Gil says, I'm going to say it again. What do you call a heterosexual person who throws around this type of content on Twitch? Yeah, it depends on how, bro. It depends on how lit. I think it depends. Like, there's a lot of favoritism on the platforms, especially Twitch, as we've seen, where you got certain people that can break traffic laws consistently, like Extra Emily, and they still get reinstated back or not even banned at all. If they're making a platform money, or if they could receive backlash from the ban, then it's likely that they ain't gonna get it out. But he's saying, and I could almost feel like Gil, if they weren't lit streamers, that even if they were homosexual and they chose to do overly sexualized content, their asses would still be banned, bro. If they would still, I think they would still get the boot. Now that I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. But I think given what I've seen, I think that's kind of where that would go. If they're not bringing a lot of money to the platform and they come up with some crazy stuff that's against TOS, then they'll cut them out. But if they're in that like you're in the top 10%, top 1%, bringing in huge viewership, they'll let it slide. Max used to be known for making beats. I thought him and DDG was gonna do some music with T-Pain. Think about what they've been showing: drama, black people ratchet fights, diss tracks, fine chicks walking around the campus. Oh yeah, it has been bad, dude. I agreed, man. They've been showing a bunch of debauchery for sure. Look at Max in the freaking wig. This is hilarious, dude. He's like, boys front. Oh, they've been showing a lot. Like I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been watching a lot of the university. I've just seen clips. I just watched some of the clips, and dude, I wasn't even watching it until yesterday. Like we saw a lot of it come up on YouTube. You see the clips on X. I really would just scroll past it because I'm looking for like the current events. I'm looking for Iran updates. I'm looking for stock updates, things like that. But yeah, yesterday chat came in. They're like, "Bro, did you see this chick from OF? Did you see this one? I mean, not OF. Did you see this chick that had an OF, but now she's on Stream Review?" Named a couple of them. I'm like, it doesn't interest me. Then he said one of them. I'm like, oh shit, and that was the one we just watched the clip about. That one lady who was young lady who was crying about the connection being crap. And then from there, I'm like, okay, well, it looks like people are interested. And yeah, it is very unfortunate to see that there's such a huge interest and a lot of eyes on this on the product of Streamer University, and it's still being used. It looks like it's being used as another vehicle to just kind of show the underbelly and worst parts about Black culture.
You in your chat and say, "Hey, back." That's called a roll call.
Wait, excuse me. The relationship that Plaqueboy Max and his gay roommate Wardrobe has been very, very fun and entertaining to watch. But that's what makes this confrontation feel just much more disruptive. This is a space that has allowed Max to relax, enjoy himself, and suddenly it's become another place where he can have these confrontations and assumptions about who he is. And what makes it so strange to me, I hate playing this game, but I'm using this point to prove why this game is so stupid, why people shouldn't play it, all these different things like that. Assumptions only make an ass out of me and you. So
okay, whatever, man. Oh my god.
I get pants on with all these patches and swatches. And for what it's worth, if you just do a quick scroll on his social media pages, he dresses in a sense that I'm pretty sure, please, people in the comment section.
Yeah, we would assume that the man looked like he's a homosexual by the way he's dressed, there's no doubt. Especially him being in the fashion world, bro. Yeah, that's the pot calling the kettle black. They're gonna come at him with that shit too. That's why they gave him the purse to wear. But no, I think Gil makes a very valid point here. This is extremely valued. Extremely valid and valued. Bro says we went to Twitch because peep this. There was legit workshops at TwitchCon where they literally taught you stuff like how to start your stream, what you should do. People were asking questions like what category should I start in? They're like, yeah, I always start in just chatting if you're doing chatting streams. It was an informative experience indeed. Brody says when we went to TwitchCon, we learned something, right? What are we as the viewer learning from Streamer University? What personal and intellectual growth are we seeing in our favorite streamers? It's just a bunch of clip farming, I'm seeing a bunch of debauchery. Today, hold on, I'm gonna clip over to one more. Today we saw, and I think there's another clip they have from Rakai and Tylil we'll look at it as well. But yeah, it's a bunch of debauchery. I'll show you one clip that we when we first started the stream.
Who fucking with you? That nigga apologized too.
Who?
The nigga who poured water on you earlier.
Look, when we first started the stream, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing from Streamer University, bro. Look at this.
The nigga who poured water on you earlier.
This is what we seeing from Streamer U.
Yeah.
You saw this
one?
Yeah.
I told him I wasn't playing with him. Oh, I got back.
Yo, what's over here?
Told her you was too little, bro. You was too little. Grab it.
Just get away from the rock.
We seeing stuff like that, right? The Benedon fight, and then hold on, there was one more we just seen. Oh baby, boy, I hope this thing is still on my feed. Hold on, go back.
If you up, I'm up.
Hold on, where Here you go. We seeing this. Here you go. This is what we see in the stream review chat.
It says, no shade, but like my camera just got a clear view of your ass, like real bad.
Wait,
like
what? You should have
like
shut
it's
the fuck
giving
up.
like
I would have told her to be quiet. Look, she ain't got no booty. That's why she's saying, my whole chat just saw your ass. Quit hating, Crystalline. Quit hating, Crystal. Yeah, because you'll never be built like that. Let that woman goddamn live. Let her live. Ah, Lord, bless her back. God bless her back. But yeah, that's all I'm seeing from Streamer University. A bunch of bullshit. That's why he says, what are these little niggas learning from the vets? Probably nothing. I mean, maybe off camera. See, the thing is, they might be learning, exchanging information off camera. The clips that we're showing, oh yeah, it looks like a bunch of degeneracy, a bunch of idiocy. It looks like a lot of brain rot. Indeed, a shit ton of brain rot, brother. But I know some people are still making money. Some people still making money. Indian Love. He said, I know that print from anywhere. Was she in there? That's not India Love? Nah, that ain't India Love. Nah, this ain't India Love, bro. This is somebody else. I know that print from anywhere. Nah, that's not her. This is like a new chick they got on there. I know that print from anywhere. She got
clear view of your ass, like real bad. Like
view of your ass,
like it's giving like the wrong website.
And then see, this is what I wanted. She needs some re-education. She said it's giving the wrong website. Like, Shawty, you gonna tell me to kick? They ain't showing stuff like that. Get out of here. Get out of here. You done lost control. It's giving the wrong website. You streaming on Kick, baby girl. Newsflash. They getting this type of content off on Kick. Fuck you, fuck you mean? Silliness. He said, "Oh, stream dog. Yeah. It's like I don't know. Oh, that's what her name is. Okay.
India.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're seeing from pretty much Streamer University. It's good, it could be worse. What are they learning? They're probably learning some stuff, but I think they're probably learning from behind the scene. Ben is there, DDG is there, Funny Mike is there. Yana shouldn't be a teacher because she don't know shit. Exactly though. A second year, they just brought her on because she lit, bro. You could tell they're doing it for. They're just doing it for they're trying to get people in there for max engagement. They're not really trying to teach anybody anything. That's not what it's about. They're like, if your ass was really wanting to learn about being a streamer and turn up, then yeah, go to YouTube or go. You should already have a big content creator friend you should be able to go talk to. Or better yet, since we're now in the AI age, you're supposed to be able to click on your ChatGPT or even better, Claude. Get on Claude and see the things that you need to do for yourself personally to make your brand and start streaming. If that's for you, you should be able to do it right now. If you really have the aptitude to learn it, then we're in a state and age where you should there's no reason that you shouldn't be able to learn this shit on your own. A streamer university. Yeah, it's just like at university, they don't really teach you shit. They're just gonna teach you how. They're just gonna take your money and then universities do be teaching you stuff though sometimes. But a lot of times they don't teach you a whole lot. They just want you to they're gonna take that money, they're gonna give you a piece of paper, and they're gonna force you to do a bunch of exercise, write a bunch of papers, waste a lot of time. Maybe read some good books. You might read some good books and meet good people. You meet good people. That's another thing. You meet people who are on like the higher trajectory and trying to get things in life. But yeah, dude, it was never about learning anything. It was about farming clips off of all the top creators. He just called it university because they want to just get a bunch of college age women in there and farm engagement. Stop me if I'm wrong. Yana teaching motherfuckers manners. Let's not talk about Yana because she's allowing everyone to do content with her. But if you overstep her boundaries, she's knocking you upside your head. Is she really? Bitch dressed like a camp counselor. Did she slap somebody? But she built like a hall monitor. God damn. Shawty look like she was built like a ruler. Y'all got cake. She's nice. That's what man when they finna be clip farming. She's probably like marketable, so they looking at her as like, oh yeah. The big companies might look at her like, yeah, she gonna hit multiple demographics. We could use her to sell products to the whites. We could use her to sell products to various different ethnicities. And she has like a decent, clean background. Yeah, let's get money. That's how they looking at it, bro. What's good, Johnny? Me when I create streaming university and teach the same 10-year-old tricks that don't work today. I know, right? That's what we were just talking about. They ain't really talking about shit. They're not really learning. They're not learning anything in streaming university. I will say the biggest thing you're probably getting out of it is like the networking, and that's even still very superficial, right? The networking there may be still very superficial, but maybe I hope they get something out of it. I hope they get something out of it. I know this. If I was in there, bro, we gonna milk it. I know I'm not expected to learn anything. Chat, when we go to Streamer University, we're going to be milking it. We're milking the content. We're going to be milking the experience. We may be networking with a few select creators, but mainly fuck the networking too. We're just really here to farm the content, okay? I'm going to learn some trade. I might try to get into some rooms where I can learn some trade secrets and see how people is really turning up. Like, how are you getting the big bag? How are y'all getting? I want to know. I would try to get Kais in that one-on-one. What did you do to get the endorsements? Who did you talk to? Do you have an agent? What's going on? What does it look like? What does that road up the ladder look like? You know, who do you got behind the scenes that we don't fucking know? But they ain't gonna clip that shit though. Of course not. Yeah, she done slapped the shit out of a couple people and called people out for being horny. Oh. Meanwhile, I sent you a link to one life-saving skill guaranteed. What's that? Swimming? Me when I create. You know how to swim, Johnny? I know how to swim. I'm teaching my kids how to swim because I'm seeing that it's very important. All right, for the next part, we got a mod curate. I gotta use her toilet. I gotta go to. I need a little quick. I need a quick break, Johnny. I need a quick break. I hope this video is long enough to give me a little break, but I might reset it once I come back. Women have stricter eugenics standards than the Nazi army. What the fuck? That's how it's gonna get me canceled on YouTube, bro. That's gonna get me canceled on YouTube. We are streaming on YouTube, bro. Okay, let's go. Let's look at this one real quick from y'all seeing a quick break. Just one moment. Un momento, por favor.
Mike, wait.
What happened with being a
Mike, wait.
Oh. Hey, fuck this.
Oh.
This streamer's girlfriend cheated on him live, and it sounds like it's scripted, but it was completely real and led to some pretty ugly scenes afterward.
No, he's saying.
Can you hold this? Can you talk to you, bro? No, okay, bro. Hold it. No, bro. Look at me, bro.
This humiliating betrayal was entirely captured on camera, starting off with this incident at a restaurant. Mike Danger and his girlfriend Abby were in Austin, Texas, and decided to stream with an individual by the name of Nerdballer, who was best known for doing party vlogs and was one of the early pioneers of street interviews in Austin, Texas. They first met up at a restaurant, and the chat started to notice how Abby was looking at Nerdballer.
Wait, how long have you been here for?
I've been here for like a couple days.
Oh, okay, so yeah, you haven't really had it. Right.
They spent the rest of the night bar hopping along 6th Street. When Mike was turned away from one bar, Abby and Nerdballer found themselves alone together, and the inevitable happened. Outside the club, Mike immediately confronted them.
No, what's up? How you doing, bro?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, you drunk? Yeah, bro. How's it going? It's going great. You had fun? You must have had fun. Get that camera out of my face.
Hey, look,
really?
Look.
We went to church this morning.
Hey, look.
We went to church this morning.
We don't want to.
You met my dad. You know, I mean, you could do.
Oh, wait a minute. So he got mad at her because she got an OF, right? And so he took her stuff. Hold up, what happened? Brody says, I'm gonna walk up to everyone getting greetings, fine shits. Rule number 1, these streamers be horny. Rule number 2, these streamers be fucking. Oh my god. Yeah, facts though. The streamer gets her OF. Streamer gets girlfriend stolen live. Oh, somebody stole your bitch. Oh, I feel sorry for you. All right, that was just a placeholder for a second. Let me see what Johnny has put in here, bro. This better not get us X'd off on YouTube.
During World War II,
I don't even like her voice already.
During World War II, standard Waffen SS officers' enlisted recruit height requirements typically ranged 5'7" to 5'10". Okay.
Stricter minimums apply to elite units such as 510 for Hitler's personal bodyguard, the Leibstandarte. But these physical standards were significantly relaxed as manpower shortages worsened later in the war. Sarah says, I'm 5'4". If he's not at least 6 foot, he's not a real man. Women today have stricter eugenic requirements than the elite units of Hitler. I mean,
Okay, thank you, Johnny. I appreciate that. Yeah, much love, by the way. Appreciate you, homie. We're gonna get into streamer does not like Russian accent. No, there wasn't a Russian. It's not the. I like the Russian accent. I love the German accent. It's just the tone of her voice was kind of high, extremely high, and it looked like she might have been. I don't know. I hope that's not. That might be her natural voice, but just certain tones of voice. It's like, oh yeah, this is mildly annoying. Yeah, it's the damn tone. It's not the accent. Like, yeah, I love accents. I love it. I love various accents of the world. Like, I find them very intriguing to try to guess where the accent is from. Love accents, especially European accents, right? Like, and African accents. I like them. I like them. My favorite is the German accent. But bro, no. The tone of her voice is very high pitched and slightly annoying, fam. Just keep it a beam, bro. What are you talking about? You don't. He doesn't like Russian accent. No, that's called drawing a. No, that's painting the wrong conclusion. He finna take her to the spot. She about to give up the head, the shoulders, knees and toes, and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Yo, www react stream chat. Appreciate y'all coming through on the YouTube side. Please don't forget to like and comment, subscribe for those of you who are on this side. There's a lot more topics to cover. Which we're not going to get to fully in this episode, but we will be back on YouTube at that Tuesday night time at the 8:30 p Central Time. At this time, we're going to be over on Twitch exclusively, running some games, including but not limited to the War Robots Frontiers, playing some copyrighted music, partly why we're getting off of YouTube right now. But we will be back with more for sure and be posting up those clips here on the ASAP. So please be on the lookout for that. Those of you who have not tapped into the YouTube already, please, you know what to do. Here goes the link. Then eyes and ears and mouth and nose and your booty. where it goes type shit. With all this, All right, thank you, chat. We're gonna end on YouTube.